You know, when I first started at Bethesda 21 years ago, yes, believe it or not, there was no E3. There was none of this. You remember that? We had CES in Vegas, and the video games weren't even in the main building. They were in, like, an ancillary tent with the porn. I'm not kidding. Blizzard's booth was closer, for the record. But now look at us. Look at all of you here. Look at video games. Everybody online watching this. This is how you spend a quiet Sunday evening, I guess. And you do this because games are important to all of us here. And I think we can all agree that tonight starts a week with E3 that is the world's best week of entertainment ever.
Oh my god.
They voted to stay in or out of the European Union, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they voted out, and then the president was like, yeah, sorry guys.
The Prime Minister?
Prime Minister, whatever they're called.
So American.
Yeah, I know.
And Marie said
the word didn't come to
I think Scotland's still staying with the EU, but not Great Britain, I think.
Probably all the UK. I think them exiting is going to cause Scotland to want to secede again or leave again, because the only reason that they stuck around and had that vote was if they stuck with the EU. But now that England is like, nope, go fuck yourselves, like Scotland's like going to be like, no, we're done.
So this would have been a problem because I forgot to have my soundboard open.
Oh no!
I need to get to that.
Also, let it be known, I only know like half of these.
No, it's fine. We have two writers who wrote about it.
Except I don't know. I know barely anything that Melissa wrote about.
That's
Like,
fine.
I don't remember which
Mass
one.
Effect 3, so I don't remember that guy's death. Never
Morton?
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
How
I think
dare you?
I think it's good. I think I vaguely remember moments of it being like, yeah, this sucks for you, but like,
How dare you?
And I never played Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I haven't
Although
either.
I've
Actually.
seen that girl.
Soundboard.
Found it.
I've never played that 7 moment, but I've seen that girl like die like 13 million times from the internet.
That's a crying sound effect that I found. It's actually a really touching moment on YouTube, but ruined because, man, this is how he cries.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Also, why is it not the Baby Mario sound?
That's bad. Jesus.
It's the longest sound effect that I have.
Yeah.
That'll be
Anyway,
the
let's
whole
start the
podcast.
show. Let's start the show. We've started. Who do we have today? We have Evan. Laura is back.
Hi.
Janet is back. I think you guys are going to become regulars here on the show.
Cool.
Sweet.
I'm good with that.
I'm also going to stay a regular. And for the first time on the show, we have Peter.
What's up?
Hey, Peter. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Great. We want to talk about E3. We want to talk about all the conferences, but we have to do the top 10 first, as we always do the top 10. And this was, I think, Laura, was this yours?
Yes.
You were in charge of it?
Yeah, this is the one I pitched because I love seeing people's tears. So yeah, this is the top 10 most heartbreaking moments in games.
Which, as I read through it, I realized it's kind of just top 10 character deaths that
Yep.
didn't want me to write, so...
I didn't want to either, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, there's really nothing else that's sad.
I was actually surprised because the title is the top 10 heartbreaking moments, but
yeah,
all the
and that's
entries
when
are
people
just
die!
That's
and
true.
all the entries are just titles of games, which I guess was good because it's just you don't actually get to see the spoiler unless you
Yeah.
read the
Yeah,
entry.
that's what I was going to do myself. I was like, that's a smart thing to do, because that way you get the title, you're like, oh, I played this. Oh, yeah, that's right. This dude bites it. As opposed to reading the title, I'd be like, no!
Yeah. Like I
I
can't
just
go.
started that 2002 PlayStation title like yesterday. Damn it!
Well, you never know.
It happens.
Also, the header image is so good too.
Yeah.
It was
Whoever
perfect.
picked that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was Laura.
Yeah. Because I found it and like I basically looked up like video games and crying and didn't get anything good, and then I found this and I was like, "Yup, this is perfect."
step 1, lie down. Step 2,
Yeah.
try not to cry. Step 3. You know how I said we don't want to spend too much time in this top 10, but we're still haven't started. So let's go over really quick. I don't want to waste too much time in this. Maybe
That's
let's
fine.
do like 3 minutes tops on each entry.
Mhm.
If I find out, if I notice that we've gone on too long for one specific entry, you know how on the Oscars they have they start playing music
Yeah.
when somebody's gone too long. So I'll just play this. And that'll be then we'll know we have to move on to the next entry.
We
Okay.
should just download the Oscar music. No?
Oh, no, that's just boring.
It's got class, alright? I mean, they've done it for, like, what, 70 years? Alright, let's go. Persona
Okay, let's
3.
go. Number 10. I don't think anybody here knows about number 10.
Nope.
I think.
You know, I've
Kinda.
played Persona 3, but
Oh.
I haven't gotten. Yeah, I like Persona, and the new one, the Cross with Fire Emblem, came out today.
Mhm.
But
Oh,
I never played far enough in Persona 3 to know this. I actually kind of skipped reading the whole thing, so I didn't ruin it for myself. So I
Oh.
definitely can't speak on this one.
Actually, who has actually not read this list? Because I don't want to spoil things for anybody who doesn't want to get things spoiled.
Yeah. I mean, this
Yeah,
is
that was
the
Even
end.
top 10s.
Yeah. This is. I mean, what Melissa wrote about was the end of it, and so like we definitely don't want if we don't want to spoil it. We can always just say spoiler alert if you don't want to hear.
There are multiple
Spoiler
endings
word
to
sounded kind of nice.
Yeah.
to Persona 3.
My mouth is all over the place.
I mean, I think we're fine skipping over 10. I don't think anybody,
I've never played Persona in my life, so I...
and I don't think anybody cares to be spoiled about what happens.
Oh.
Everybody dies, probably.
No,
Not everyone.
now we definitely need the people die sound effect.
I don't
Austin
have
Powers.
any. I don't have anything like that.
Who's that Pokemon?
Death.
It's Persona 3!
Right?
Of course!
Should we go to number 9?
Yeah.
Now, this one everybody knows.
yeah.
I've never played Final Fantasy, and I've seen this person die. Like,
Yeah.
This is a spoiler. This is like Star Wars type
Yeah.
spoiler that everybody knows. Evan, you wrote about this one.
Yeah, Eris or Aerith, I guess, depending on what you prefer. And she gets murdered at the end of Disc 1 of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 7
that's putting it lightly. That dude falls out of nowhere and just
with like a 7-foot
yeah,
sword.
classic
Yeah,
Final Fantasy. This sword is longer than most buildings.
this was like the first RPG I ever played, and it was like the first serious game I ever played.
Mhm.
And she was like my all-star character. I took Eris everywhere, and then she died, and then I couldn't get out of. I think I struggled fighting Genova right after that because she was my best character and nobody else was prepared.
Well, a lot of people had her on their party. You start the game, she's the first character you see. So, yeah, they kill her off. It's a pretty big deal because it's a character you're the most attached to. Like, it's like you start the whole game and then like, she is part of the main story. So,
Yeah.
Is she not the first? Is she the first character you pick up in the game?
No, she's not, but she's the first one you see. Like, the game starts, the cutscene, she's the first face you see. Like,
Yeah.
it starts, like, zoomed in on her face.
Oh, okay, word.
Mhm.
So then, that sucks.
And then,
Yeah, then she dies.
Side note, there's a conspiracy theory that she's actually not dead and you kill her by drowning her.
Huh.
Because she
Yeah.
sinks
I don't
to
know.
the bottom.
I'm looking at the picture right here, and she's got a sword coming through her.
Oh yeah, but to bury her, they put her in like a lake, and she sinks to the bottom.
So she was just comatose out, and you're all like, you're dead. And you grab her,
Essentially,
so
yeah.
So it's like, who cares? She dies anyways. Why?
Right.
Why does people draw that out? All right, she dies.
All right, we gotta move on.
Sounds good.
That's enough of Eris.
Heavy
Hey,
Rain.
do you have that
not
soundboard
played.
for number 8?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, do I? No.
Oh,
Wait,
Paul.
that's for the number 8?
Yeah, for number 8. No, I mean for Heavy Rain, which is number 8.
Do I have anything for Heavy Rain? I have a clip from Heavy Rain. You know?
All right.
Um,
This is my favorite one.
Jason. I knew everybody wanted a clip of this.
Ooh.
Oh my god, what is this?
Oh no!
Oh my god, no! No! No, Jason, oh my god, no!
Oh, this is Heavy Rain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, word.
Alright, so anyways.
So anyway,
Yeah, so
That
we can
wraps
hear
it up.
there. That's the most heartbreaking moment.
that I've just ruined.
Yeah, you just ruined for it. Anyway, so the guy running around yelling, Jason! is Jason's dad, actually. And it's cute. So the game opens up where
It sounds
it's...
pretty budget. Because
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he's a really bad voice actor, but that's okay.
No, I think the funny thing is, it's supposed to take place in America, but
Yeah.
all the voice actors are not from here. You
I
can tell.
hate that.
They have,
Yeah.
I hate that.
everyone has a
Any game.
really different accent.
Which is weird, because that's like totally opposite of how it normally is.
Right.
Still, that's annoying as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How hard is
Is
it
that
to
the
just find American people? We're everywhere.
I think was that the only heartbreaking moment in the game? Because after that, I mean, nothing.
I think
sad
it's
happened.
yeah. I mean, it's about the Zodiac Killer, so it's about Ted Cruz.
Yes.
But it's
Wait,
about the Zodiac Killer or the Origami Killer, whatever. Fucking
Origami
Zodiac
Killer.
okay.
Whoops.
Either way, that's funny.
Yeah, but anyways, Ethan's the dad. His son Jason and Shawnee takes his family to the mall for his son Jason's birthday. Why a 10-year-old kid wants to go to the mall for his birthday, I have no clue.
The mall's awesome. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I love going
it's
to
true.
mall when I was 10 years old. There was like Dave & Buster's there. and
Get
shit.
some of those
It was
nasty
awesome.
pretzels. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ooh, I still get those. What are you talking about?
Oh man, the mall, Walpole was a terrible mall, but we had the Dream Machine. Great arcade.
God.
Side note.
Jesus. Yeah, but
Alright, go on.
continuing.
Jason's
yeah,
death,
trying to
10 years
continue.
old.
So he does that. He takes it around, and of course, as kids are wont to do, Jason wandered away.
Right to the gorilla pit.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. God, that poor gorilla. But
Oh God.
I know, it's so sad. But anyway, so Ethan, the dad, is like crazy searching for him, and like all of a sudden he sees somehow this kid got outside, like in a mall. How did he even manage that? I have no clue. But like he's outside across the street, and then you see it, and it's like this slow-mo turnaround, and he sees his dad and like runs right at him, and then Ethan's like, "Oh my god!" and he like runs at him, but it's the car like barely taps the kid in the game. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like if you see the clip.
Yeah.
If you watch the clip, the car is going at like 2 miles an
I
hour.
know, and the kid, he dies. Which is like I think what made it more sad though is that this is why he's so estranged from his family at this point. Like the whole game is about him trying to him and 3 other protagonists trying to figure out who the Origami Killer is. And like in that one moment, his entire life is ripped away from him. Like his wife and his younger son are estranged from him. Like he doesn't know what to do. He falls
Is he
into
the
deep
origami
depression.
killer?
No, I think it was the detective.
It was the detective.
Probably.
It was clear as day from 2 minutes
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, but the poor guy, it screwed him up so bad that he developed agoraphobia and couldn't go outside.
And then he gets his finger cut off.
Yeah.
Well, he cuts his finger off.
Yes, he gets it. Yeah.
Well, it's still not as brutal as cutting your arm off. Boom, transition to next moment. Waffle's dead. we're involved in the previous one.
Excellent work, Peter.
No
What's
problem.
number 7?
The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Dead.
Oh god, I don't
That
have any
season,
clips for that.
That season finale was pretty brutal.
I don't
Yeah,
have
it
any
was.
clips for that.
Like,
that was too.
I've played every Telltale game besides Tales from Borderlands and the other Walking Dead games, but like, they were dicks in that season finale. There was like, yeah, everyone dies. Fuck your decisions, and what do you want to do? Live with a bite or chop your arm off? Either way, you know you're gonna die. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, they're
Move on.
bastards. Wrapped it up real good. Sure.
All right, number 6, Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes, I tried.
Go
I
for
cried
it.
tears of joy at this one because this is my
What?
favorite PS2 game. That
Go
ending
for
is
it, Peter.
brilliant. The ending is brilliant. I love that game. It's like this. Nope. Fuck you. Everything you just did in this game was all just not good. So you're a dick. You're selfish, and you let your horse die.
And that wasn't even the saddest moment to me. Yeah, that was the saddest
Yeah,
moment.
the
when
horse
your
dying.
horse
It's like-
died. Yes.
Dude, savage. Fucking
Mhm.
just oh god. That picture for the list of him just like deviled out.
So explain, Peter, since you've played it too, explain what the main story of the game is.
Oh, the story is actually super ambiguous. Is my favorite part about it because they just drop you in it and they don't tell you anything. You just got to figure it out as you go along.
Mm.
So what I gathered from it was you've got a girlfriend or a sister or someone. She's dead. She's in the back of your horse. You roll into a temple and this spirit voice is like, "Yo, there's 16 bad guys in the whole game. Kill them."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, cool. That's why I brought this magical sword." So you jump on your horse, you use the sword to pinpoint the locations, you take down giant colossi, which are half puzzle, half battle scenes. And each time you do, every so often you see a group of these like guys trying to stop you, basically, and they're like, "Shit, he's gonna do something bad. Let's go." And you eventually take them all out, and then at the very end, you turns out that was like some demonic god. He's like, "Nope. Sorry, pal. Fucked you over. I'm gonna infest your body now and use you to basically unleash the apocalypse from what I understood of it." And some shaman guy sucks you into a portal.
Yeah. And the end.
Yep, and your guy's gone. Your
Oh.
horse dies the last level, like trying to save you, and then your guy apparently is now gone. But the girl wakes up. So, like, kind of happy ending. She's now, like, trapped forever because the bridge to this magical place gets destroyed. And she's just kind of trapped in this, like, paradise world by herself with, like, little critters and then this, like, baby that has horns on it, like your guy did when he died.
And then what game comes after that? Ico, right?
No, Ico gets
like
Ico was before, yeah.
No, but that's a setup for Ico.
Is it really?
Right, he's got the helmet.
I never
He's got
played.
the helmet.
I never played Ico. Well, he doesn't have the helmet. He's just got horns. They're
Well,
like
I think
teeny little
doesn't the
horns.
Ico kid have horns?
Yeah, he does.
There you go.
I liked Ico.
But I never thought about that. Yeah, I have the collection. I just haven't played Ico yet because I was like, yeah,
Actually,
Shadow
I never
Colossus.
got to play Ico. Yeah.
I liked Ico better.
Yeah,
I did.
I don't hear that very often. No, I'm like I mean that seriously. I don't hear it very often. That's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
The Last Guardian is
Played it,
coming out
so.
this year, and that's gonna complete the trilogy, and that's also gonna make a lot of people cry.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it?
for sure.
Because either the kid's gonna die, or
It's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be the
Well, yeah.
thing.
Either it dies or the kid dies. Somebody's gonna die, or both of them.
I would love it if they both died.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like
Alright.
not like love it, but you know, that'd be
All right,
pretty-
let's go to number 5. This is gonna be all Evan, because Evan,
me?
you love this game.
Oh, Final Fantasy X. I didn't even write this one.
I know, but you love Final Fantasy games.
I do. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Final Fantasy X, at the end, when Tidus disappears, he figures out that you like go through this whole game trying to get rid of Sin, and once you do, you have to like kill all of the summons in the game, and Tidus just happened to be one of the summons' dreams, and so like he disappears. They had like this whole romantic thing going, and it kind of disappears. It's really dramatic.
Well, here, let me play the clip.
Which
Yeah.
Which one's which in the picture?
Tidus is the guy in the back, and Yuna
Is that Sin in front of him?
No, that's Yuna. That's like the girl that he's in love with.
Okay,
Sin is
penis.
like this big, like whale-looking thing, and then on the inside of Sin, it was being controlled by his father.
Yeah, Titus is the one that looks like Meg Ryan.
He also, but nobody cared about Orin, which is the real heartbreaker. He was dead the whole time.
No damn.
Yeah.
All right, let's play the clip.
All right.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xander Kid. Goodbye. Hey!
We're gonna see you again!
And sadness.
Can I just say
Do you have
I feel
the,
like every Square Enix game has the same piano orchestra vibe.
Yeah, that's
Nobuo Uematsu.
Uematsu, yeah.
Do
Do
they
you
ever
have
use
the-
anyone else?
Yeah, they after that game actually. No, I lied. I think he did part of the 11's soundtrack, but
Either way, go on.
do you have the ha ha ha?
Wait, I think I do.
No,
Wait,
that is good.
wait, it's one of these.
Power of my magic!
What are you buying?
I don't.
Of course I
Really?
hear that listen just pierced through all of that noise. It just hit
Wait,
me right in
which
the
one am I
soul.
looking for? I think I don't.
From Final
have it.
Fantasy X.
Oh,
The real
ha, ha,
heartbreaker.
ha.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have.
Oh
that
my
one here, I'm
gosh.
sorry. Mm-mm.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's past the point anyway.
All right, let's move on to number. Is it 4?
Or yeah, Last of Us.
Oh no.
Yo, I've played
So,
literally none of these games.
I've been looking at the picture for The Last of Us, and the little girl.
Hold on. Janet, do you care if we spoil The Last of Us?
No,
This
I
is a
don't,
big
because
one.
someone spoiled it. I was watching a thing, and the woman spoils the ending, and then everyone was angry in the comments, and she's like, "Yo, this game's been out forever," and I'm like, "You don't know how I buy my games." But no, the only one I care about is number 1, and I cared about number 5, but I just number 4, but I zoned it out, so it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so
Either way, the girl looks like the girl from Splice. Have you guys seen Splice? Anyone?
Yeah.
Ah, does she not look like the girl? The creature from
She
Splice?
does. Now
All right.
that you say that.
okay, has everyone else played The Last of Us or
Oh
knows what
yeah.
happened?
This
Yeah,
opening
hell,
literally breaks my heart every time I play it.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is so
okay.
sad. So
Okay,
sad.
let's get ready for it.
Alright, so of course it's a zombie apocalypse, so people are gonna die because they're zombies. But I think what makes this the most sad is how she dies. At the beginning of the story, Joel and his daughter Sarah are hanging out in the house and whatever. He goes out for a while or something. She wakes up in the middle of the night. He's not there. And so she starts freaking out just because she's like, Dad. Eventually they get back together because I haven't played in a while, but he
rushes in from the backyard.
Yeah, he comes in from the backyard and he's like, stay back. And she's like, Daddy, what's going on? Yeah, I'm trying to do the accents
Southern
as well.
twang.
That was pretty good.
I got southern cousins. Anyway, so they meet up with his brother too. He has a car, and his brother and his daughter and him go off so they don't get attacked by zombies because they're actually smart and got a car and drove away.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately they crashed and
Classic.
yeah, and they had to fight their way through it all and had to keep running, and eventually they got to eventually they get to a safe haven, right? And where the military is all posted up and they're all ready and
I have a clip of what
Okay.
happens next.
oh god. Should I continue?
We need help. Stop! It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken. Stop right there! Okay. We're not sick. Got a couple of civilians in the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
Keep you to safety and go back for him, okay? Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir. Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Oh, shit. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me, I know this.
Can't even make any jokes about
You
this
okay,
one.
baby? Stay with me.
It's so sad.
I'm gonna pick you up.
See, I don't think the sadness is her dying. It's the way he talks to her when she
I know,
dies.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on.
Right.
So sad.
That's
So
how my
sad.
heart feels.
I know.
You know, I watched that happen. I forgot how either a friend played it or I was watching a Let's Play. Didn't care that she died.
No.
Didn't care at all.
Heartless.
I think what it was that makes it so sad is you don't expect people that are sworn to like protect you, especially like during like you would assume that during a zombie apocalypse. I get it, they want to protect, they want to make sure, but like, come on, he was like begging and like he just opens fire on these civilians in this time of just like horrifying danger and like who knows
Hey, man,
what
that's
the
the
chaos.
world it is now,
I
alright?
don't know, but it's just like
Chicken
And
infected.
hardened. I don't
And,
know.
like,
I'm like,
and- yeah, well, yeah, maybe, but like the
I just
whole
couldn't
like,
believe they killed the little girl like
Yeah.
10 minutes in. It's like,
I know, right? But that's
I wasn't
the
invested
entire
in her,
scene.
though. Like,
The
like
old-
she's just
you
a
play as
person.
her. You play
Well,
as
no,
her.
you do, but it's not about like being invested in her. It sets up the scene for, or sets up the relationship
Oh, it's-
between Ellie and Joel,
yeah, of
and like
course.
why he's the way he is towards her is because of what happened before he met her.
Yeah, but if that was my daughter,
It'd be sad.
Oh, probably just pulled the trigger on yourself.
Yeah, that would have been me. If it was my daughter.
Oh my god.
Shall we move on? Number 3.
Sure.
Let's see, number 3. How is this not number 1?
Oh, we have a good one for
Three.
number 1.
Mass Effect.
Oh, number 3. Okay, number 3 really got me when I first
Alright.
played it.
Oh my
Real
god,
quick.
I had to put the
I
controller
remember,
down.
hold on, asterisk, because I remember this death. I've passed this part, but I have not beaten this game. So if any of you spoil it, please don't. Just
I won't
please
spoil
don't.
it. I'll
Okay,
just
so
talk
no
about
spoiling
Morty.
number 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know you can
Okay.
spoil we can talk about the actual entry of the death of Morty
Yeah.
Solus. We can talk about that.
That's
Yeah.
a spoiler. That's what.
No, he said the ending of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
just don't tell me the rest of the game, because I haven't
Yeah.
played it yet.
I mean, that's not. Yeah, it's, he. I'm pretty sure he's one of the first ones to die in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
No,
you
it's
go to
like
planet to
halfway through the
planet
game.
and like recruit people, but you gotta like do specific stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that game set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
can I play a clip and then we'll talk about him?
Okay.
This is the last clip that I have.
Sure.
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
I thought this was Star Trek for a
Going
second.
up there?
Yes, manual access required. Have to counteract
It's like,
STG
oh,
sabotage.
this isn't
Ensure
Mass
cure
Effect.
dispersed properly.
Yes.
Morton, this whole thing is coming apart. There's got to be another way.
Remote bypass impossible. STG countermeasures in place. No time to adjust cure for temperature variance. No other option. Not coming back. Suggest you get clear. Explosion likely to be problematic.
Morton, help!
Shepard, please. Need to do this. My project, my work, my cure. My responsibility. Would have liked to run tests on the seashell.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Had to be me.
Oh. The last line he
Someone
says.
else might have gotten it wrong.
Oh,
Oh god, I'm gonna start crying. Like right in the computer.
that line when he says that, that's when they got me.
What did
Yeah.
he say?
Someone else could have gotten it wrong.
Uh,
Like he had to do it. He said it's my responsibility. It's my thing.
yeah,
I
man,
have
going
that.
down the ship.
Yeah,
he also was the one who came up with the disease,
Genophage.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did the genophage.
Yeah, he was part of the SDG. He like continued it too. Like he throughout his life, as short as the Solarian's life is, like he was in the STG and he went down on missions to like maintain the genophage down there too on Tachanka. Ugh, The first time I
Oliver.
played it, the first time I played it, I had to put the controller down because I was crying so hard. Because I was like, not anyone but Morden. Why?
Yeah.
Wait, Peter, how far did you get?
I don't remember, honestly. I just remember that moment. Like, I remember
Do you remember
that.
anybody else who died?
No.
Depends on
Well,
your
I mean,
gameplay.
Yeah, also, Morty could
True.
have died at the end of 2.
Yeah, he did.
Everyone could have died at the end of 2.
Right, so if he did,
No,
that would have been
wait.
somebody else.
He totally died in 2 for me.
Well,
Well, then you screwed up in 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I fucked up hard with him, but like, I still got the ship to like 100%. So like, what's
the
up?
only people that died for me at the end of 2 were Jacob and the Krogan. I forget his name.
You said, wait, which one's
Rex?
Jacob?
No, not Rex. He's
Grunt?
Grunt.
Grunt.
Yeah.
Grunt's
Yeah,
the best. You guys
I
are
lost
the
Grunt,
worst.
too. Yo, I left
But, I mean-
Grunt at the front gate because I was like, yo, obviously put your powerhouse right at the front gate.
Oh my god.
And I got back and he was full of bullet holes. So I was like, you did the job great. I just wish you didn't get shot so many fucking times.
They're so good. I mean, Jacob is, no offense, but Jacob's so boring.
Right.
Yeah, he stayed in the
He's
ship
such
the
a boring
entire
character.
time.
All my characters lived. Just gonna throw it out there.
Mine did too.
Hey,
Yeah,
how's the air up there in the high road?
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's nice and
Everybody
fresh.
is still alive to breathe it.
Yeah, we're all happy.
So, did you guys cheat or know what to do to make sure that nobody died? Did you read anything ahead of time?
No.
No.
I only started looking up stuff to get my platinum trophy after I beat it the first time.
See, I didn't read anything. I just played it and I just did the best that I could at the time because I took that and whoever died, they died, and then I had to carry over to the next game. It was legit. Like I didn't want to like restart and try to do it again. And, like that's what I love about Mass Effect. Like
That's why I want a remastered trilogy of that specific game series. So
Well,
bad.
why not? They remaster everything else.
Right. Well, I mean, like that's the thing is that EA took the stance against remasters, and I really appreciate that. Like it's not exactly a thing I love about the industry, but you know, I'll take certain games back again, like for sure. But that's so like the game I want more than anything right now is just the trilogy, HD, like super nice graphics. Like I don't really even care if you don't even mess around with the gameplay in the first one. Like leave it the way it is. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like I just want to be able to clock that entire story out in a weekend, just fueled by a bunch of fucking Rob Gronkowski Monster Energy drinks, like, and just crush that series all in one go. Like that's how I want to play that series.
I highly support this idea.
What if I
EA
told
is
you
like,
you guys
no,
could still
they're
do
not
that?
doing it. Well, they got the trilogy on the thing, but like they're not all backwards compatible, and I only have my Xbox One out here. So I'm kind of like,
the first one's backwards
yeah, that's essentially how I feel.
Sorry, guys. We got it.
Alright.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get it out here. But if I play
Sorry,
one,
guys. I gotta cut you off.
Okay.
That's fine. All right, number 2, Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey.
Number 2, yes, Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey was pretty awesome. Actually, probably the best RPG on the Xbox.
That game, I've never seen a game with more crying people in this game.
Oh yeah. There's this like I don't know, heartbreaking moment for every character in every like 5 minutes.
Pretty much.
But the whole
game is depressing.
Yeah, the whole premise of the game is pretty depressing. I mean, you're an immortal, and all of your memories, every single memory that you remember throughout the course of the game, is just like a little novella of depression. But the end of the game has Seth, another immortal, and then the main bad guy, who's also an immortal, and they're all fighting. And she just met up with her son, who is mortal, and he's like 60 years old. And she like sacrifices herself to push the main villain into essentially their own time, where they age normally. On Earth, they don't age properly, but where they're from, they age normally. But so she like essentially kills herself and that guy by sealing them back in their original world, and just everybody sobs at the end of the game. But the whole game itself is super, super depressing.
Oh man, you just sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard depressing, sadness, tears, the entire game. That's great.
I don't know. There's a few other ways to describe a game where you live long enough to see all of your friends and everybody you ever cared for die.
That sounds terrible.
Over and over
Yeah.
again. Like, it's 1,000 years of memories that he has that you keep remembering.
That's actually pretty cool.
It was really cool.
Actually, have any of you watched the end of what's it called? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3? Because the bad guy sounds just like that. He just has like all these memories of people that he steals from after taking their life.
One.
It gets a lot better than Season 1. I'll admit it gets a lot better. But that has nothing to do with video games, so back onto that game.
That's about it.
Number one?
Number one.
Sure.
Number 1.
That dragon cancer.
Oh, that dragon cancer.
So, okay, is this the one that, Janet, you don't want to be spoiled on?
Yes. But I can
I
just
don't wanna be-
take off my. You can just message me on the thing and tell me
Wait,
that it's
what-
okay. You
what
can
is
still
there
talk
to
about it.
What
that.
what are you afraid of being spoiled?
I don't know. I've never played the game.
That's the thing, she doesn't know.
How would I
don't
know? Like,
It's not so much a game as it is like
A
a
story.
retelling. Yeah.
okay, so then is there a spoiler in here?
Well,
You kind of know what's
I mean,
coming.
like, if
Like the dude has cancer. It's probably
No,
not gonna
they-
end well. Like,
No, the
their
kid's
child
got
has
cancer.
cancer.
oh,
yeah.
what? See, look, I
And
don't know
This
anything.
couple-
What's happening?
This couple's kid got cancer, and the game is about their. It's their coping mechanism.
Yeah.
With that fact that their infant child has cancer. They made a game about it, and it's super like indie and stylized and sad. Very
And it was
sad.
for the Ouya, but yeah, no, it was really tough to get through.
So there's no actual spoiler.
Okay, cool. Then we're good. Talk away. If there's anything
Yeah,
left.
just if you watch the trailer, the entire game is spoiled for you. So
Okay, so there is no. You know,
Yeah.
a simple no would have sufficed.
Yeah, Eric. Evan.
Eric.
It's all the same. Starts with an E.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's
Everyone's
it's,
names
together.
start with the same letter. The cultures.
the trailer is
Mine
actually
doesn't. Oh, damn it, Pablo! Shit!
Yeah.
And Peter.
And Paul.
Well, you.
Oh,
Peter,
and Paul,
but you know
yeah. That's right. Forgot you were here, Paul. I only know you for
So-
your sound effects.
So sad game, right? Sad game.
Oh, it was
Okay.
yeah, and it's yeah, their son had cancer, and it's like their memories of him having cancer and like the things that he couldn't do. And there are some really cool. I guess it was funded on Kickstarter, if I'm correct, or Indiegogo, one of those two, and they like donations. People were able to write messages for loved ones that had cancer. That you one of the levels was just like walking through a hospital and reading all those.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I
Did not
remember
know
seeing
that.
that.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
heady.
Oh, my heart hurts now.
Right? Jesus.
yeah. But watch that trailer on. It's on number one. That's what the video is a trailer. It's also for the Ouya, which is equally as heartbreaking.
Oh god.
Whole top 10. This whole- this
I
whole
wanted
list
one
is
for like a
bummer.
hot minute, and I was like, eh.
Yeah,
I wanted a
the
retro
hottest of
VGS
minutes.
for a hot minute, and then it died because it was fraudulent. They're like, wait, this is just a. Oh, what was it? They're like, I think this is just an Atari. Like, it's like an Atari Jaguar. Well, it had the shell, but underneath it, like the hardware was like of a different console. And they're like, I think this is not like a real thing. And they're like, oh, we don't know what happened. And then they just like disappeared. And it was really sketchy and sad. They wanted cartridges to come back, but that's another story for another time.
Well, this was a bummer. This whole top
Yeah,
10.
right. I'd like to call
Everyone
out
dies.
the honorable mention real quick. That Game of Thrones
Yeah.
series was fun. It's a shame I didn't care about anyone in the game.
Okay, wait, real fast. Is the Game of Thrones like
It's
video
all
game?
fake.
Okay. So, because
They
I'm
are.
reading the books right now, and I swear to God, I will fly to LA and I will strangle you if you ruin
They-
anything. I am not kidding. I know where you live, Peter.
Have you? Good luck getting through the gate.
I'll climb it.
Have you watched the show at all?
I've watched the first season, but I'm only on the second book.
Have you been spoiled by anything by people?
I have seen some things, and I don't want to
Do
talk
you
about
know
them.
what? Do you know what the Red Wedding is?
No, if you fucking say anything, Peter, I swear to God.
All right. Well, the game starts at the Red Wedding.
Okay.
So know
that's
that.
unfortunate.
Yeah. So that's what the game picks up, and it follows a completely made-up house of the world of Game of Thrones. They just made up the Foresters, which are basically the Starks, because it's just like, yeah, fuck it. Y'all want to play as the Starks? We made you the Starks. We changed their name. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty fun. You don't really care about anyone.
Yeah, just if it
That's
starts
the
at the
worst
Red
part.
Wedding, just wait until you read that.
Yeah, exactly. wait till you get that part, because you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
like, as soon as you read it.
I saw my friends on Facebook when the Red Wedding episode came out, and my entire Facebook. This is before I was into Game of Thrones, and people were just losing their shit.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
See, I read all the books and
I'm on 5.
many years ago before the show existed.
Yeah.
So I was one of those people who got to enjoy watching people watch.
Oh man, I got to enjoy watching people watch the Viper versus the Mountain, and that was super satisfying. I was
what?
The Viper versus the Mountain. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No spoilers. No spoilers for you guys. It was a
I'm at season 2.
No, it was like season 4 or 5.
It was 4.
It's a one-on-one duel, and it's like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. I was reading it kind of drunk on an air ride to Hawaii at I don't know, 9 p.m. People are nestled, falling asleep. I was just kind of tipsy, had a few nips, reading this part, and then as soon as the moment happens, I was just and woke up a bunch of people around me. I was oh, sorry about that.
Did you
My
pretend
bad.
it wasn't you that made the sound?
Oh, I was flushed in the face. No way. Sorry about that.
There are
Game of
7
Thrones.
different. There are 7 different points in that entire series of reading those books where you just want to quit reading those books.
But those are the best parts.
Oh no,
That's the point
absolutely.
immediately,
It's
the book
the rest
is
of the
very
book.
boring.
Yeah, exactly. It's the rest of the book that makes me want to throw it through a fucking window.
No, I'm the only one of my friends who's not caught up at all. They all get together on Sundays to watch it.
Dude,
I stopped watching it because
I've never watched it. I've watched one episode.
Weiss and Benioff are awful, and I don't trust them because what's coming out now?
It's a bastardized version for sure.
Even though I don't watch the show, I know if it's been a good episode or not, depending on whether or not there's
Social
a
reaction.
meme.
Yeah, right.
If there's a meme online.
When I saw that wildling guy looking at the Brienne character with the "What's up?" I fucking lost it. I haven't watched the episode. Just some crazy dude who's just grilling this girl in armor.
Was there a meme for the last episode?
Last episode? I don't think so.
I hate when there's a good episode because then people keep talking about this one small phrase and I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
So, it'd be the Red Wedding
door.
and I'm I don't know what that means. And then for the hold the door thing, which I still don't know what it is, I Googled it because I'm I can't
Me neither.
stand.
Hashtag
I don't know what it is.
I'm
I
I can't stand not knowing what this is.
Involves, and it's if you really killed that person, fuck you, guy. That's basically all I can say.
And then I tried to read an explanation of what it was because it was bothering me. And when I read the explanation, I had still no idea what was happening. What is? And I'm just I guess I'm just never gonna know. And I just left the internet. But it was awful.
I'm done internet.
There's also the whole shame thing that was going on for a while.
Oh yeah.
Too.
I just hit Command W and just didn't come back.
I'm at the part. The worst thing about where I'm at in the books right now is that the book 4 and 5 are split into 2 books.
Yeah.
So they run at the same time frame. They just cover completely different characters. Because this asshole couldn't fit them all into one fucking book.
Dude, he also took 10 years between every book.
Yeah, that too.
I heard with the 4th and the 5th book that he basically took all the interesting characters and shoved them into the 5th and all the boring ones in 4th. I am not looking forward to that one.
I'm just now getting to Jon Snow, Daenerys, fucking all the good ones. And it's dude. And then as soon as I finish book 4, that's when the last season finale happens. And
don't say it. Don't say anything.
But everyone knows.
I don't.
How did you go on the internet? Like,
Yeah, no,
at
I
all?
stay away. I see something that's like Tad Game of Thrones, I'm like, nope. Like, I just stay away from it. Or I don't remember.
Oh my god, I was pissed. And I checked up on the event to see how relevant it was to the books, and the guy was just like, yep, nope, that's exactly how it happens in the books. I was like, oh,
okay.
good. So now I have that to look forward to as the end of this book. It's good thing it's only 1,400 goddamn pages.
All right, let's move on before something gets spoiled. It's about to slip out of
Paul's
somebody's
starting to like sweat.
Yeah, I'm done ranting about Game of Thrones.
No, I
like
know
having it
who's
on
died. I
this
know a lot of
watch.
people who have died that I wanted to see died because I watched till the end of season 2.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there are some specific people that I've wanted to see die. I just haven't seen the show since then. I
Laura,
already
how
know
far are
them.
you?
I am almost in the middle of book 2. So I think the last thing that I read about was when Theon Greyjoy gets tricked by his like sister. Or whatever, he like hits on her. He like hits on her, and then she's like, "Just kidding, I'm your sister." So that was pretty
So
funny.
thanks for finger blasting me on that horse, though.
I love her just for that. That's
oh yeah,
hilarious.
that character's great. I'll admit her storyline is slow moving, and that's really unfortunate because it's some like a bunch of the chapters. I was just like, I don't care. But like she's a cool character.
Yeah.
That's how every Samuel Tarly chapter is.
Oh yeah, fuck that kid, dude. I would so rather Jin just be like
You're getting cut off.
Yeah.
I think Paul's trying to tell us something.
That's the Oscars sound for this podcast.
So that's how I end the conversation.
All right.
Are we done talking about Game of Thrones?
Yeah, we're done with the top 10.
And the top 10. All right, so let's go on break, and then we can talk about E3. Finally.
Sweet.
G4 live at E3.
Believe it or not, I'm watching E3. I never thought I'd get in so easily. Watching G4 in my beatable chair. What will I see? Believe it or not, it's E3.
The biggest, baddest video game expo, live on G4.
PlayStation 3 will retail for $599 US, 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 US dollars, $599 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 US dollars,
Oh my god.
I love it. I'm Anson My Eyes Johnson, and I've got all these things for you. I'm bad at it. I tried.
I love how that is like the voice of no one though. That's what's great about it. It's just like a little higher pitched.
Oh my god, that show is genius.
So E3, another one happened.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Oh yeah.
It was full of excitement and anticlimactic.
I saw none of it.
It hits hard, Morty, then slowly fades.
Okay, so now we can talk about E3. Evan, you haven't seen any of the conferences?
I watched 0 of them. I read our updates, but I was
That's right, you
definitely
read
on
the
my
updates.
honeymoon.
Oh, right, you were busy getting married and...
Yeah, spending
on a honeymoon.
10.5% on tax in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Can't tell if that's good or bad.
That's terrible. What's your
Sounds
tax?
yeah,
rate?
it sounds bad. Sounds really bad.
Yeah.
Wait, like sales tax?
Yeah, sales tax is
shit.
10.5%.
Bad.
And then there was
I mean, mine's like 9.7. So.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Man, ours
Yeah,
is
right,
7.
for sure.
You know, like milk in Hawaii is like $9 a gallon.
That's outrageous.
Did you know, though, that all of their beef is grass-fed because it's cheaper to just grass-feed them themselves and import the beef from other places?
I did not know that.
The
Did not
more
know that.
you know.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about E3.
I did read our Bit Cultures updates. Janet and Nick and Peter and Laura did great jobs.
Oh, I do want to start
yeah.
with Laura and Peter. You guys were at the event.
It was glorious.
It was so fun. So much to do in one. It's a literal carnival of just
Yeah.
gaming.
That's a
It's
great
great.
way of putting it.
Where did you guys
it's
go
an indoors
specifically?
carnival.
Where did we go specifically?
Laura, talk about
Mhm.
your first 2 days, and we'll talk about our third day together.
Okay, because I spent 3 whole days there. So the first day, I had no idea where I was going and had to figure out how to get a media pass. So I had to walk through the entire convention center to get to the tiny like back area, which is like kind of janky to get like my tag. And then after that, I spent 1 whole day almost, like most of the day, around the PlayStation, Xbox area, just kind of checking everything out, playing VR. God. I'm trying to play. I have like a whole list of all the games I played during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can pull it out real fast.
Pull it out.
Yeah. Okay, so it's got fucking numbers all over.
We're so professional.
Yeah, I did. What did I do day 1? I played Horizon, the Zelda game. I played Wayward Sky. I played Cuphead. That was awesome.
God, I can't wait.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's so
You're gonna have
hard.
to.
Yeah. It's hard.
Evan didn't know what it was till the last episode we had.
Wow.
True.
Oh yeah, I remember. I was on that one.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and then
I'm not.
It's smooth as butter too. That's the best part, man.
Mhm.
I mean, that
How
game
did
is polished.
how did Horizon play?
amazing.
I
Okay.
want that game.
Me too. So I think I snuck in to. I think like with PlayStation, you have to have you have to sign up for their stuff, and especially since Horizon's one of their bigger exclusives, I think you have to
sign off to a work labor camp for like 6 months.
No, you gotta sign up to wait in line basically on their app.
And you didn't?
No, I didn't. I snuck in.
Ooh.
I think I was just
Nice.
waiting there, looking at my phone, and they're like, "Do you want to go in?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I got to watch the developers play a little bit of the quest that they were continuing on, which is really cool. Like watching them take down these metal or these robotic dinosaurs, robotic steer, and all that, and that was fun. And then we got to play a demo, and the demo it was kind of small. The demo area was really tiny, and I kept almost getting exited out because if you go too far, it's we're gonna restart the demo if you go further. And oh, but yeah, basically you fight watchers those dinosaur things that Peter and I met the third day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but you fight those, but they're only aggressive if you attack other animals. And in order to traverse the beautiful landscape of Horizon, you need to catch a steer and make it your mount.
Nice.
Yeah, and you have to catch it with
will
rope.
the watchers get pissed at you if you roll up on one on a mount and you're not hurting anything?
I don't know, because I murdered all the watchers before I got them out.
Alright,
Because I assume that you can probably catch watchers and hack them, and in order to get an animal and make it your steed or whatever, you have to hack it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
It's not any quick time events though. It's literally press X. And
it's robotic Avatar.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's bam, you're mine.
I think when I played it, I just for 5 minutes, I just walked around and looked at the landscape because it was beautiful.
That's what I took away from just watching that E3 reveal. Honestly, the gameplay looked fluid and smooth and everything, but that game.
Oh, it was.
And that's
that game world looks. I hate to use this word, but it looks lush. It really does.
It's super lush.
And that's Guerrilla Games, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What else have they made?
Killzone.
Okay, that's what I thought. That game world was super nice. Their presentation was awesome. It's a shame that it just made for an annoying ass game. The shooting was so. It's oh fuck you! Look down, damn it! Fire
Wait, it's
twice.
them? I thought it was Sucker Punch.
No.
Okay.
It's Guerrilla. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's because Sucker Punch. I don't even know what they're working on actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, Laura, what else did you see?
All right.
Cuphead. I want to hear about Cuphead.
Oh yes, Cuphead. Cuphead was super fun. There wasn't big lines for it, just because like it was in the Xbox area, and
nobody's heard of it.
Yeah, probably.
In the Xbox area.
Well, they had 4 stations with
They did.
controllers each.
Yeah, so you were able to play with people, which was cool.
And the thing about that game is you die really, really, really fucking easily. Like,
Is it really difficult? Because if it is, I'm gonna love it even more.
No, it's super challenging, and what's really nice, it kind of reminded me of like a little bit of Mario, I want to say, just because, but like
it's got Mario-esque platforming, but it's got like Mega Man like shooting, and it's set to
like,
oh my god,
it looks like if a video game is created in the 1950s by Walt Disney, this is what it would be.
I know.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
I
Janet,
have like
it's hard as hell.
I have all these games under my bed, and like I have one of them in like little bins, and I have one pulled out, and like it's face down Mega Man with like the GameStop thing on the back, and it's just haunting me. And I hate it.
You should play that on stream. It's gonna make you want to do even better.
Oh my god, I like just hate. I have so much pain. Okay, but with that game, so wait, you said there's 2 controllers per station. Is it co-op then? Like
it's co-op.
Co-op
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
The game is
and I think that made it more fun too.
Play with 2 people, yeah.
Yeah, and what's great too is like if one person dies, like the game doesn't just restart. You both have to die. So if your partner's really good, you can just watch him play. But that's not
I'll
as
probably
fun.
just co-op the whole
But
thing.
like,
yeah,
I think the reason why people were able to get through that demo so quickly was because, like, for instance,
everyone died.
Laura and I played it, and we were both dead at our first time, like within 40 seconds.
Yeah, we died really quick.
We got smoked. And we were just like looking at each other like, holy shit.
Let's play again.
Like, look behind us, there was definitely like 2 or 4 more people like waiting. It was like, yeah, fuck them. Right,
yeah, you're like, screw this shit.
And we tried, it did like negligibly better, I think. I don't even think we even got that further. We might even decrease distance the second time.
Probably.
And then we kind of like, yeah, okay, we should keep on.
Yeah. To go see more stuff.
Yeah, that too. And also just not to hold up the lines. Yeah, well, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah. I think what I saw most was just lines for everything. Just lines. I also met a wrestler. I met a pro wrestler. Like, this made my day. I just wanted to, like, exclaim about this. Like,
does he have a name?
Yes, his name is Austin Creed, but his wrestler name is Xavier Woods. And he's a big gamer. No, you haven't. Okay, he does Twitch stream
part time maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's also he's a PhD as well. So while he was wrestling, he got his PhD. So
I'm done making these jokes.
Male human anatomy.
He's amazing. He's like strong, smart, and like plays video games, and also really cute to boot. So it's a perfect package.
I've never heard of that phrase.
Really?
Cute to boot.
No,
Cute to boot?
that is so adorable. I love it.
You've never heard that?
No. What does that mean?
Oh, wow.
Is it like boot out of bed kind of thing? Like too cute to boot? Like what does that mean?
It's kind of like it's like you have all this going for you, and you're cute to boot. Like, wow, look at that.
Like to bang? Like, is that what that means?
No,
like when you boot.
It just means like you're cute. Like,
and on top of that, a little kick in the boot. Like, I don't know, like you just added an extra,
maybe
the cherry on top of the cake kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so like graphic about everything.
No,
that's fine.
No,
I'm like, it's got to be about like banging someone, right? You know, like all.
Also, that reminds me, the phrase, it's my cake. Oh, you can have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
I don't get it, because if it's my birthday and it's my cake, I should
thing
be
that
able
someone
to
said.
eat it too.
It's because if you eat the cake, you don't have the cake anymore. You ever eat something and you're like, I can't wait to have more M&Ms, but then you ate all the M&Ms and you're sad? That's that
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Because it's my cake, that means it's my birthday. Why can't I eat it?
Well,
like,
you
I
can
should be
eat
the
it.
first to get a slice.
But then you don't have the cake anymore.
Isn't it
It's
an
supposed to
actual
get eaten.
quote? Like from the Queen of England?
Yep.
No, what? No. First of all,
Yep.
it's like from France, and that
Or
was
Fran-
Marie
yeah,
Antoinette that
France.
said, "Let them
Yeah.
eat cake," because the
Oh, let
peasants
them
were
eat cake.
better.
Okay, that's what it was. I
Yeah.
thought it
Wait.
stemmed from that.
I still don't understand. It says you can't have your cake and eat it.
No,
Right?
no.
And
It's
eat
you
it
can
too.
have your cake and eat it too.
Can't.
No, yeah, no, it's can't.
It's can't,
No,
yeah.
it's can't.
That's
Right.
not, is it
Yeah.
can't or can?
It's can't.
Cannot. Can't.
Because if
Yeah.
you have a cake and you eat it, you no longer have a cake.
But what's the point of having a cake? if
No,
you're
like
not
you
gonna
can eat the
it?
cake. That's chill, but that means you won't
Right.
It's a
have any
logic
more
thing.
cake.
Okay,
Exactly.
so if somebody is
You're not
logical,
eating
they
the
would
cake.
choose to not eat the cake and just look at it.
Paul,
and
it's
be
a
like,
it's
"What?"
a it's a
Well,
metaphor.
just know
man.
that if you eat your whole
It's
cake,
a
you ain't got no
metaphor.
more cake. That's what it
Good.
means.
And then I'd be happy if
Paul,
I
it's like
ate it.
it's a
But
metaphor.
then when you
man.
open the
It's
fridge
like
and you
having a
realize
nice,
there's no more
it's like
cake,
having
you're
a, it's
salty.
like having a nice suit and not wanting to wear it.
That's a stupid
No,
saying.
Paul,
I
it's
hate
like
it.
it's like if you have $100, but if you spend it, you no longer have your $100.
Good. I'll feel good about spending on something
Will you?
that I
Because
like.
I
Until you can't
would
have
be
the
bored.
box because you got
Yeah,
no
until you
money.
see something that you want more as well,
Right.
though.
Yeah.
How about
E3.
It's all
Anyway.
based on money's a man-made construct, so fuck it. Yeah,
What else did you
video
guys
games.
see?
Alright, okay, so I did that, and then I played some indie games, some really fun ones. Some, like, the indie scene is, like, they have been able to get a lot of them have gotten a hold of HTC Vive, which is,
Nice.
the HTC's, like, virtual reality stuff, and they have taken it and just ran with it. Like,
Irrational exuberance.
yeah. That one, that was great, and I'm so sad you didn't get to play Raw Data, because that one is amazing. Like, I was telling everyone that I know, you look down, if you have the VR headset on, you look down, you see a body, and then you look to your right, and strapped onto your hip is a gun, and you can use, like, the controller things that they give you. They're kind of like the
dongles.
The PlayStation. Yeah. It looks like the PlayStation wands that everyone made fun of, and now you use them for everything. You use that, you look down, and it's a fucking, like, gun is strapped to you. You can pick it up, there's a katana on your back, and, like, you defeat enemies, and, like, oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, it sounded pretty fun.
Was Resident Evil 7 there on VR?
Yeah, they had a
so,
giant. They had a giant, like haunted house booth.
Yeah.
Really?
What was?
Yeah, it was
Did
a
you guys-
You have to get tickets for
Did you
it.
guys?
You
What
had
was-
to, like, get there at, like, 10 a.m. and get tickets, because I wanted to do
Yeah.
a Fallout 1, VR Fallout.
What was Peter playing in that one video? where
That's
he
Irrational
had-
Exuberance.
Oh my god, I'm probably gonna get the guy in the horn
Yeah.
to do an interview with him about what it's like to develop for VR, because that game was really cool. The guy who like pretty much
Yeah.
was like the father of it, who's seen it through this entire development process, was there pitching the idea to you as you got into the thing. Yeah, I had never done VR before, so I just like sat in there, and they're like, "All right, you're gonna put this stuff on." I was like, "Yeah, let's do it, just bring it on. I got it. I'll figure it out." And she's like, "All right, as the screen loads, you're gonna see Irrational Exuberance looking over here. So when that pops up, just wave your hands in front of it and light up the letters, and the game will start." I was like, "Beautiful. All right, cool." It pops up. I was like, "Wow, this is pretty cool. It's very static. You know, it moves with you very well. It doesn't look like really janky or anything. You know, it adjusts for kind of like natural human bobble, if you will. You know what I mean? Like it adjusts for that pretty well. So it looks pretty steady, and lit up all the letters and stuff. And then you just start inside a rock, and you just like pop your way out the rock. You look in front of you instead of the dongles you're holding. You just have two orbs that are where your hands are, and I guess when an orb touches a rock piece, it just breaks it. And you just chip away, and you open yourself up, and you're just in space. Fucking meteors flying through and everything, and you're all just like, are you kidding me? This is like just all I want to do in a game right now. It's just be in space. This is perfect. And it's 360 and everything. Like I guess with certain other kinds of VR, like you can't really put your back to like certain areas, or else it gets like cut off, like where your hands are. But this is a 3-dimensional laser space. So it captures everything you do, like perfectly. So it was really fun. It was really cool. And by the time the demo was over, like it felt super long. Each demo was like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah,
and
around that time.
Yeah, like it felt super long, standing there in line. And it's like, oh, there's so many games to play. I don't just keep waiting. And then you get in there, and that thing was super fast. Like I was like, wait, I'm done? No, I wasn't done breaking up crystals. Get the fuck out of here! Like no.
Yeah,
it was really
like,
cool.
Crazy. Like that game is absolutely beautiful, and like I'm obsessed with space too. So like when I got it, I'm pretty sure I made the same faces as Peter because like, it was so funny like watching him.
Just like
but
smiles
you look around
and
your
small chuckles.
jaw drops. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
Like it's so funny. He put it on and just immediately you're like a 10-year-old kid. You're like, oh, what's going on?
It's like,
All right, so
it caught up. The
$1 million question: do you guys think that like VR is going to be a thing?
Yeah, I think.
It can develop its own market.
Yeah, I think
A
VR.
VR experience.
Yeah, I mean, in the past, like people have always made fun of it, being ooh, you know, because we've had failed like VR stuff,
right?
Virtual Boy.
yeah. So we've had failed, but this is something when you experience it, it is something completely different, and it's something that I really think people will be able to, like, for lack of a better word, but exploit and kind of explore and push boundaries. Like, even everything like a lot of these indie developers are doing are making not just a video game, but they're making art, and like
they're experimenting hard.
Yeah, and like you literally feel like you are transported into a different world. Every time I put on that headset and I played a different game, I felt like I was in a different place and time and experience. It was incredible.
I think I've used to be very hesitant about VR in general. I didn't think the time was right. I didn't think it was going to happen now, but it seems like, I mean, we're going to talk about all the conferences.
Yeah.
And Sony specifically.
Oh my god, yeah.
For
Sony
the
killed
PlayStation, they have 50 games set to launch by the end of the year.
Yeah.
VR games for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So developers have played with this thing and they're ready to just go for it.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a thing. Like they're all embracing it. We just don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened, out of nowhere.
Like the big thing at E3 was VR. Like.
Yes.
I mean, the lines at Sony compared to like Xbox, like you could see, like PlayStation had way more. They had it set up like people waited in line to wait in line, like for PlayStation games.
I mean, I think what it is that it actually works. Like when the Kinect came out and everything, when they first revealed that, it was like, "Hey, this is the system."
We can yell at the Kinect.
You have to have it. Fuck you. And I was like, "Fuck you. We don't have to have it." And PlayStation's kind of like, yo, you want it? Here it is.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's dope. And you're just like, wow, this is actually really cool.
And cheap.
This. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, comparatively for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but comparatively cheap doesn't make it cheap. You're asking for like a whole other system.
Yeah.
So like if I'm buying a PS4, that's $400, and then $400 for a dice roll. I think VR. I have never done VR, and I really, really want to. I think curiosity is a big, like, I know if I was at E3, I would be all up on VR because I've never done it.
I'm gonna say wait like 2 years. If you can wait like 2 years, that's just gonna drop down to like $200.
I know, but I really want to play Resident Evil 7 on VR.
I would shit myself.
We'll do that when we when we go over the Sony conference. We'll talk about that because I also want to talk about Resident Evil 7. But let's talk about the Microsoft conference first.
I got it pulled up right now. If I want to run through it real quick.
Yes, if you don't mind.
Sure. So the way we did the roundup was basically I kind of ordered it in importance. The way I felt it was like story-wise. So the big one being Project Scorpio. Despite the fact that we don't know dick.
Yeah, they ended the show with that.
Yeah, exactly. But oh my god, teraflops. So many teraflops. So many teraflops.
It's okay.
Just that word alone, just ooh.
Teraflop.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Teraflop. Isn't that when the fish flops around on the bottom of the boat when it's in terror when you caught it?
I think I will use this teraflop to help doctors to cure new disease.
Teraflop sounds like one of the dinosaurs my son plays with at home.
I don't know what I'd do with the teraflop, quite honestly.
I think of flip-flops.
Is it related to a tarantula?
It's a trillion calculations per second in floating point.
Terra. Can you spell it?
Yeah, it's like
T-E-R-A-F-L.
O-P-S.
What about you do with a teraflop? I would use it to solve the world's energy problems.
There's my favorite.
At least move in that direction.
So yeah, this was funny.
That's my new sign off for sure. When I'm walking away from a table, it's like, yeah, at least head in that direction. Just walk away.
Yeah, this was funny because the Microsoft conference ended with the Xbox Project Scorpio, which we don't really know what it is yet. We have an idea, but one of the big things about it is that it has 6 teraflops.
Whatever the hell those are.
6.
It has whatever it is. It has 6 of them.
All I know is that we're going to be solving the world's energy crisis with Project Scorpio.
Yes.
At least that's the direction we're headed.
Isn't Project Scorpio
Isn't it the console to like end all consoles or something? Where
That's
you
what
can...
they're saying.
I thought that's what the Xbox One was when they first came out.
That's what they always say. But the thing is,
15-year life cycle, 4 years later. Hey.
As far as I know, like I'm not really big into specs and PCs.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I know, from what I've seen and the research that I've done, the specs that they pulled out for Scorpio are better than what we have now for like the highest end PCs.
Wow.
So whatever it is, I don't think it's gonna be consumer friendly. It has to be very, very expensive.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't want to buy a whole new goddamn console. Like,
that's the thing.
All you're gonna do is make it just like better specs and 4K. I don't care. Like, the point of buying a console was to not buy one every 3 years.
The most confusing thing about the Microsoft conference is that they started with
the Xbox One Slim.
One.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
S. So it's smaller than the Xbox One, which is good.
It is tiny. I saw it at the.
It actually does have 4K. If you stream like Netflix, it has 4K. It's in every sense it's better. So you have that, and then at the end of the conference, they said we also have something that's going to be even better than that at the end of next year. So
I hear that. I'm saying they need to do something dramatic.
Why would I buy an Xbox One S?
I feel like Microsoft is trying. Well, and this is after talking to my brother about it, but like they're kind of like moving towards getting rid of generations in consoles.
That's
now
that's
it won't
what
be
they're doing.
Upgradable consoles.
Yeah, so now there is no gen. There's just like they're trying to make it like phones. Like we get a phone every I don't get a phone every year, but some people do. But it's not
they're just gonna drop the Xbox, whatever. Just call it Xbox, aren't they?
Yeah, they're trying to move towards like now it's like
just
you have to
Xbox.
upgrade every 2 years.
It's going to be an X.
Well, I feel like...
And I'm not going to do that because I'm poor.
I doubt it's going to be like a 2-year agreement. I bet they're going to have a bunch of parts to it that are like the core component, the power parts, the big shebang. And then they'll be like, hey, guess what? You can just buy whatever piece and just shove it in there and like.
It's a buildable PC, basically. Like it's just a customizable PC for people.
But one that has an exclusive games library attached to it.
Yeah.
So that no matter what, as long as you have all the parts in it, which it comes with parts, so you're good.
So who's the guy at the conferences for Xbox?
Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer. So they asked him the same question that I was asking. They asked him if I don't have a 4K TV, then why would I need a Project Scorpio Xbox? And he said, then you don't need one, which is a terrible way to pitch anything you're selling.
Yeah, never say that.
Why would you tell people, then it's not for you?
Well,
then don't buy it.
I feel
if it's supposed to be the next thing, it's not going to appeal to that many people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, like, Project Scorpio needs to do something dramatic to make it worthwhile.
Here, I feel like Project Scorpio is simply a response to the PlayStation 4 Neo.
Totally agree.
But wouldn't that be the Slim with the 4K?
Well, the PS4 Neo is a 4K PS4.
Yeah, what else has it got?
And then the Neo is a response to the NX.
The Neo is for the PlayStation VR because the PS4 architecture is not made to support VR very well. So the PS4 Neo will run your VR as it's supposed to be run.
So that's why I want a Vive because the Vive
but
easier.
You're still paying $800 or $900 for the Vive.
That's true, but you don't. Yeah, I mean, collectively, then for like the Project Neo and for the headset and for like those wands and shit, it's gonna add up around the same.
It will, but if you have a PlayStation Move, you already have the wands. But
who has that? Who didn't chuck those in the trash?
I got them. But
one person.
The one thing, I have like all of them. The one thing that the PS4 has over a PC is a guarantee to run your games the way they're supposed to be run.
Yeah.
Where anybody's PC is going to have a different experience.
Yep.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of having a console in the first place.
Yeah, the reason I have a console is because I don't do PC. And I know some about PC and console, but like if I wanted a PC, I would have gotten a PC. Like I'm not here for your like, you can like up it and make it better. Like I'm not looking for like the ultimate looking experience. I'm looking for like the culture of consoles, and they're erasing that, and I hate it.
Well, what the PS4, what I meant when I said that was, for virtual reality strictly, you're going to get the same experience on your PS4 all across the board. Nobody's going to be like, buying a game that they can't play because their PC can't run it.
Mhm.
Your PS4 will play all of your VR games like the way they're meant to be played. So you don't have to continuously upgrade your computer.
What I don't understand is why PlayStation or Sony needs to go forward with the Neo. If they're doing really well right now, they could go on for another 4 years. They're at the top. They are winning as far as numbers and pretty much everything else. Xbox and Nintendo, they are basically saying we had a bad generation. We're kind of doing a do-over.
Yeah.
We're just gonna starting over. We're gonna have a new console, NX
See, I
and
disagree with
Scorpio.
that. Because if that was true, why would you do the S? I think it's because like Nintendo's like, we sucked, we're doing it over, and then Sony's like, oh, we got to do something new too, and then Microsoft's like, we got to do something new too, but everyone's just holding their cards, which is why I joked on the chat that we should just have a show me mine, I'll show you yours day in the game industry, and just stop the like, oh, it's the Microsoft like the Scorpio like video. It was so funny because it had like this sliver of like a Microsoft product. It was like this weird like, this is what it is, but not really. We'll show you later. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable as a consumer. What is happening? I have no information. Like, at least with the NX, like, we know where we're going. Microsoft's like, we're leaving you, but we'll never leave you, except I'm leaving. And I'm like, so you are leaving me in this gen.
Yes.
They're like, there is no gen. And then
I'm just putting one foot out the door. Just
like, they're like, oh, I'm not breaking up with you, but I'm moving my stuff out.
Okay.
They're keeping their options open.
Do you guys... forgive me if I missed something. I've had a lot of alcohol tonight.
It's okay. I have a lot of feelings.
That's why I keep forgetting to play my sound effects 'cause I'm drunk.
Did they say that games made for the Scorpio won't work on the Xbox One?
They will work on the Xbox.
They just said Xbox One games will work with
Yeah.
Scorpio.
All right, because the
That's
PS4,
right.
They
the
didn't
PS,
mention anything about Scorpio games.
First of all, that's
They
what
wouldn't
Xbox
even have
One.
Scorpio games.
That's what Xbox One. When the Xbox One came out, they said, "Oh yeah, your 360 games." Oh no, they said that backwards
No, they said
compatibility.
no. They said
yeah,
no.
they said
Yeah,
no,
they
and
said
now
no.
they're doing backwards compatibility.
Yeah, last E3 they announced it was coming
Yeah.
in November,
And then people were fucking pissed.
No, E3 2013, Microsoft just buried themselves. They killed themselves. Like, they just took themselves out of the top spot.
Yeah.
With all the worst announcements they could
Yeah.
think of. So, I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. Like, I don't know what Nintendo's doing. I don't know what Microsoft is doing.
Yeah,
I think Nintendo's
Sony.
trying to. I think they're going into like a Zen mode, where they're like, "Fuck, we're going out like Sega." We're not
Yeah.
gonna go out like Sega.
No.
Well, the
man,
thing is
we're not
that
gonna leave.
yeah, at
I don't
E3,
know.
it was funny. The only thing they had to show, the only thing was Zelda, which is
they
great.
brought Zelda.
That's
Pokemon.
well,
And they added
No,
Pokemon
Yeah,
at
they
the
did.
last
They had a
minute.
lot of
They
things too of their
they showed
treehouse.
their treehouse had Pokemon. But
Here's the funny
they
thing.
only brought Zelda to E3.
Yeah,
like,
to play.
the floor,
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah,
they had
right.
was Zelda. That's it.
yeah, that was it. Like at the expo, that's it.
Weird.
Here's the
That's it.
punchline, though. They only had one game to show. It was the game of the whole
Yeah,
show.
oh,
the
smoke,
whole
yeah.
thing. It,
smoke
like,
flavor games
the
and,
new Zelda ended up being
social
the
media.
game of the show.
but why? Can someone honestly explain to me why?
Which
Because it's
is
Zelda, dog, and
it's
people
really
just want
good.
Zelda.
And the thing is, Nintendo
Well,
can do
but-
whatever it wants because it's Nintendo.
It's
And the
Nintendo,
funny
yeah.
thing is, like,
Such a
Nintendo keeps-
terrible thought, though.
But like, it's true. Like that's
Microsoft
what's
thought they could
annoying
do whatever
about
they
it.
want, and then they popped out the
No, no, no.
Xbox
But
One.
here's the thing, though.
Microsoft-
And here's the thing.
yeah.
Zelda does this every fucking time. They always tease the shit out of it, and then they drop it, and everyone's like, "Ah, Zelda!" But then they
No,
and it really is that good. Like Zelda,
Well, yeah.
those games are so well made.
Yeah,
Whether
they
or
all
not
are.
you like the gameplay, whether or not you enjoy the games, is irrelevant because they're
No, I
incredibly
like
developed
Zelda. I
games.
do like Zelda, and this Zelda looks really good, and I will definitely
Yeah,
get it,
this one
and I will
looks like
definitely
some
play it.
really hardcore
But
games.
why?
That's why people are
But
excited about it.
it's all been done before.
No,
Well,
it hasn't.
here's the
no,
thing.
no, no.
What hasn't been done, Paul? What hasn't been done?
Well, it's
There's-
interesting. Go ahead.
This is basically an RPG. You know how there
Yeah.
used to be a whole conversation about, is Zelda considered an RPG? People used to say, yeah, kind of, maybe. I used to say, I was on the fence. I used to say it's not an RPG. It's just an action adventure game,
Yeah.
right? This is pretty much a hybrid RPG. This
Yeah,
is
kinda.
brand new. We've never seen anything like this. You have more freedom than in any Zelda game you've ever played. You can jump.
All right, so
There's-
so it's unique.
That's
to
why you can
Zelda,
be
but it's
naked
not
and you
Yeah,
set
unique
things
exactly.
on
That's
fire.
what we're getting
But
at. Like, that's
but why
what
does
makes
that make it
unique,
awesome if it's unique to Zelda?
Okay, I feel like here's the thing. Like Nintendo, like the
Yes,
the love
it's
for
gonna be fun.
Nintendo like goes above. so many other things. It just does. Like, and that's what's
Also-
funny because like Nintendo does so many horrible things as like a company, but we don't care because the IPs are exclusive and interesting. Now they don't mess with anybody else, which is weird. They don't do internet really, which is weird. I can't play DVDs because they hate everybody. But like, it doesn't matter. Like Sony, Microsoft, those are not gaming companies. Those are companies that happen to make games.
They're multimedia
like,
companies.
Yeah, exactly. So like when you like the reason Microsoft can't do whatever it wants is because Microsoft's idea to go digital only, like I mean, Walmart, GameStop, everyone is not on board. If the whole industry got on board, then we could have to go with it. But like they had so many people against them for so many other factors outside the community that it doesn't work. Like with Nintendo, like Zelda, it just has that fire. There's no intellectual answer for that. People love it, and the people that love it more than anything.
Yeah. Evan, you played a lot of games that do this stuff. Games have already done this before.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, this is a Zelda game doing this now, and we've always wanted to see this out of a Zelda game.
But I feel like that's like just
Evan,
like sliding
Evan,
it through.
Evan, I get what you're saying, but like, tell me one thing. Show me. A game,
no, I get what you're saying.
Show me a game that breaks genre, limitations. Like, tell me a game that's done that in the past 5 years.
But the Zelda.
All games kind of fit into the same genre. We play the same thing in every game. You know what I mean? Like, there's no real
but that's why I'm asking. Like, why is this game? Why is this
Because
game so outside of the fact that it's Zelda? Outside of that
There's no
fact,
outside the fact.
because it literally looks like Dragon's Dogma.
The logic is that it's breaking Zelda conventions and it's introducing a more open-ended gameplay experience to a game that has felt open world and has felt open-ended, but in reality has been very linear.
It's not.
Exactly. This is the first Zelda game that kind of feels open world, like the first one did.
It really is. Like,
that is like the
like,
first,
boom, you're here.
the first ever Zelda on the NES that felt open world.
Yeah.
This is the next kind of step from that. It's never been like this before,
Yeah.
right? And like, and you don't buy a Wii U for anything else other than Zelda and Mario.
Hey, I bought a Wii U for Xenoblade Chronicles X, and that's it.
That's
it's called the Big Three for a reason. Zelda, Mario, Metroid. Like, that's what sells these consoles.
Right. If they announced the Metroid game last week,
oh my god,
would have
I
lost
was
their
like,
shit over that
give
too.
me a DS Metroid game, do it.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they don't play by
Nintendo got that
anybody else's
fire.
rules.
That's why they get away with so many ridiculous things because they're
It's
Nintendo.
true. It's true. But like, at the end of the day, their software kills it. Their Wii U suffered, and Wii was successful. It's true, it was very successful, but Wii U was bad.
Yeah, the Wii U.
Sure. That was bad. So,
I think
it's a business thing. They need to. So like, Nintendo kind of set the market when they revived it back in '85 with the NES.
Yeah,
there was a massive market crash in '83 when they just oversaturated the market.
86,
and it was like,
I think.
Was that?
I think it was 86.
85. You can check it.
85.
I did a timeline today. They like revitalized the market. They brought into like a Japanese style of a business model because like the American style just didn't work. It's just like buy, and like sell, and then all of a sudden everyone's been sold one, and you keep trying to sell us more. And it's like, dude, fuck off! I've got 14 devices that play one game. I don't need any more. So they came out NES and they're like, boom, play all these games and you just need one. And it like started this kind of more reserved trend of selling game consoles. Shit, I totally forgot where I was going with this.
We're going to the Sony conference now.
So, yeah, sure, fair enough. Well, we barely even touched on the games that they were talking about for Microsoft. But yeah, like Gears.
Right. Yeah.
Halo Wars 2. They had, can I say, the last trailer I saw for the Microsoft console was Dead Rising 4, and I watched that as I walked to work and got super pumped about that game. It just looked fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Me and Laura had the chance to play it, and I gotta say, I'm actually really excited about this game. It seems like they're just kind of like, you know what, fuck it, just kill zombies, have a good time.
Yeah,
like,
it seems fun. I want the Sea of Thieves one, just because like I'm obsessed with pirates, and I think that one like, it's a weird like multiplayer like pirate game where like everyone on your team like plays a part in a role. Like you guys are on a pirate ship and you have to defeat the other pirate ship.
Yeah.
I mean, I can totally see it, like, getting fucked over just because, like, who's actually going to play that, but...
Oh,
I'm going to play it. Yeah, it looked great.
Great
really
water.
like the way they showed it, where they had people playing the game and reacting. And
Yeah.
normally I hate those type of things, but these were not actors. I could tell those were actual people playing the game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure those are actors.
No,
No,
you
it
would
was,
have had.
if they were
range
good. It felt so natural
Yeah.
as compared to
Yeah,
like
that's-
Ubisoft's conference with the
But, like,
couch. It
that's
felt kind of stiff, you
the
know.
job.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be realistic. That's what they're paid to do.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, like I don't know. I like
Usually
it.
it's bad.
I'm just not
I
a
just
cynic.
thought it was,
I still have hope for things.
It looks great though, no matter what. Like it looks like a super fun game. I think there's been a big push for social-based games recently.
Yeah,
And
I read the
it's
timeline.
It's a great,
They also-
it's a great idea to make a game out of this.
They announced they showed off the new Gears of War.
Yeah.
Actual footage for the first time, and
Yeah.
then Ram is gonna be in the Killer Instinct, which is really cool. They're using that game. Microsoft is using Killer Instinct as their Smash Bros, which is not a bad idea, and they have a fighter that they could use. So
Yeah,
that was pretty interesting.
I got the first one from Games of Gold. Never played it.
I think it was
To be
free.
honest.
It's free.
Yeah,
to
it's
play.
the only reason why I have it.
Right.
Recore looks
don't
really
have
good
it.
too for Microsoft.
Oh, yeah,
I'm so
Recore looks
excited.
great.
Yeah, I want
So
that
excited.
one.
It's
Bought the
Keiji Inafune,
Xbox
it's-
for it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
It looks
just
so
looking
good.
For a good old-fashioned adventure game, so bring it
Yeah,
on.
it's Keiji Inafune, the creator of Mega Man, who, by the way, is probably really happy that Mighty Number 9 is tanking right now.
Why was that?
Because he created Mega Man, and Mighty Number 9 was supposed to be kind of like...
Oh, Mighty Number 9, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I don't
That's
know,
supposed to be,
but
like,
it doesn't
Mega
really
Man or
affect him.
something.
It's not like people like Mega Man less because
It's
if it
just-
did well, it's not like people would be like disliking Mega Man. So I don't
No,
think
it's
it
just that
affects
he's
it.
the name behind it, so people put the blame on him.
Yeah.
So he can't do
Oh.
anything about that.
That's kind of shitty.
I don't know.
Oh well.
What
Either
else?
way, on to things that are awesome. PlayStation conference.
Yes, really good.
Sweet
Evan,
Jesus.
did you watch any of the conference?
You know what? Actually, I did watch the PlayStation conference from my bed in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Sounds so luxurious.
I know,
Even though
right?
It's not
Yeah,
really.
right?
There's like a basket of like
Satin
mangoes or
sheets.
like coconuts and shit by his bed.
So,
Clearly, no one else has been to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, no.
Sony, ever since they announced the PS4 in 2013, where they killed it,
Yeah.
they've been on a roll with all their conferences.
Oh my God, yeah.
Last year in 2014,
Yeah, it's true.
they don't miss a beat. This year, they had no talking, just games.
Yup.
Yeah.
They might have talked for like
Had
a max of 5 minutes.
Little talking, yeah. A little bit. That's the best part. Just quick, hey, don't forget, people are here. Stuff, facts, and guess what? New game.
And
Resident Evil 7.
orchestra.
6 more games revealed. You're just I'm so tired, dude. Stop,
Yeah.
please. No.
Yeah,
more.
right.
Oh, there's more. Oh my god.
Yeah, an orchestra playing behind.
The orchestra was
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
I think
So
we can
good.
all agree that presentations side of things.
Evan,
Yeah.
this is
I
the
love it
moment
outside.
that kind
Day one.
of. This is the moment that got me.
Yeah.
Here, I want to play this because it was a fake out.
Oh my god.
What a fake out.
Yes.
Like once you saw the shadow, then we knew what was going on.
That literally got me emotional right now. Maybe
So I
it's
had
second
friends-
beer, but
I had
like, oh my
friends
gosh.
at that conference,
No t-shirt tonight.
and they lost their shit when this happened.
I'm proud to announce that we work with our partners at Activision. We're going to bring back the original Crash, Crash 2.
And then they're like, yeah, fuck you. We're just remastering the
Ground up
first
for
one.
PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that was painful.
That was like
It's like,
Square with
oh.
Final Fantasy
So-
VII.
This was okay. This is nice. Where's the rest? And then the rest was Skylanders.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
And Crash looks really ugly in Skylanders. I
Yeah,
hope he does not
he
look
looks
like that in the
weird.
remaster.
He's
He
so
looks horrible.
He looks kind of rapey. It's weird.
It's
I
funny
don't
because
really
we
like
watched
it.
this conference. We had a ongoing joke about Crash. They were showing the God of War game, and we're like, "Oh, it's gonna be Crash," and then they were showing another game, and we were saying it's gonna be Crash.
Yeah.
So when this happened, it was just
It's gonna
Lost
be
your
Crash.
shit.
it
it's
ended
gonna
up
be
being
Crash.
Crash. But then they ruined
I'll
it.
be
Then they
damned.
ruined it.
Yeah, that they shat all over it. I love the God of War intro, though. I thought that was a really tasteful way of
Yeah.
of starting that off. Just the I'm hungry.
I tweeted once that happened. Like within 5 minutes, Sony already won E3 with God of War 4. Like that's how they start their conference.
I saw that, Paul, and that's about when I tuned into E3.
Good. I'm glad I got you to watch it.
Days Gone looks great too. I loved how they wrapped out the show with that gameplay trailer. Because like at first I was like, okay, cool, Last of Us spiritual successor, neat. And then they threw that. I mean, like I've been seeing people complain like, oh, it looks like a whatever shooter zombie game. I was like, yeah, but like that's all you want in a presentation like that. You're just like on screen, holy Christ, they're everywhere. And I'm pretty sure if you watch the demo, those zombies, I'm pretty sure are programmed not to hurt them because. I watched it a couple times, and really closely, if you pay attention, when they get really close, they just stop.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. They don't do anything. And it's weird. It's like, no, you should just be on top of him right now, but then he has a chance to, like, quickly snap over, boom, 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 gotcha.
Wait, I just remember something, sorry. I don't want to talk about the EA conference, because that was just terrible.
Fair enough.
They didn't really show anything.
Yeah. No.
Man, everyone hates EA. Where does this come from?
Because they don't get it. They have celebrities playing Battlefield 1. Here's
I mean, it's awkward. But also, that was the funniest moment of the conference.
Yeah.
Right, and also Jamie Foxx and Zac Efron, right? They had him
and
on
Snoop
camera.
Dogg.
So
FIFA story mode? Is anyone else psyched? Sounds pretty good to me.
There's a story mode with FIFA?
Yeah, there's gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna do a post about this on BitCollectors. I feel like no one respects. Like, there's so many people that hate on sports games. Like,
no, they're
FIFA
fun.
17. Like, that's like they're gonna have like a campaign mode where you like follow this like fictitious player. Yeah, it's gonna like I was digging
that's kind of cool.
I mean, they're just the publisher. They're not like one of the big three. Like, I don't know.
It's true.
I'm sorry. I still understand how hard it is to find good hosts, and they always find really awkward. I don't know what to say. Kind of.
The only clip from the EA conference that I really wanted to play is Jamie Foxx and Zac Efron.
Oh my god!
So they were playing Battlefield 1 with Snoop Dogg in a room, locked up in a room. So then they came out of that room to do an interview after being in a room with Snoop Dogg.
Oh my god! Yeah.
So then this happened.
Jamie Foxx. Zac Efron. It's a little cloudy in the building. It's the lights. Yeah. It's the lights. So, Jamie, Zach, tell me a little bit about what you guys plan on taking into
watch the video, but their eyes are red.
Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg was
I didn't even notice that the first time I watched it, because I don't know why I didn't notice that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I
just noticed how awkward they were. They were like,
even if he doesn't smoke, you're just
because they were high as shit.
Are you guys excited for Battlefield 1?
Yes. No.
I'm excited for it. I can't wait to play that game.
I hate those games. That's why I'm not excited.
What? Battlefield's great.
Any shooter, anything, goodbye. I don't like FPSs, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so
I think as far as, like, I don't know, that game's really good, I think. Battlefield 3 was really, really good.
And I hate war-based things.
They're like all the same, I feel like.
Good.
You just exercise, like, half of the goddamn gaming world.
Yep.
Well, that's why I'm so salty all the time, because, like, I don't want, like, any of it. I don't know, it seems boring to me. You just kill things. And, like, chill.
It's kind of
like,
wait, then why are you so
awkward.
excited about new Zelda?
I'm actually not that excited about New Zelda. I'm actually with you on the, like, why does everyone care? But, like, I understand why people care. I just don't care. And I'm annoyed that other people care.
I understand why people care as well.
And do you like platforming games? Because, like, that you kill stuff in those games, too. All right.
Yeah, but you jump on it and stuff is different. Like,
this is just, like, point and
I'm just
shoot.
not into it.
How's that for scary stories told by the fireside chat? Goomers talking about Mario.
Evan, I waited like 20 years to be able to jump in a Zelda game. So
it's true.
Oh, if you run on this ledge hard enough, he'll just jump for you. It's like,
no, I think that's like the best answer to why people like are interested about this new Zelda game, being able to jump.
Yeah,
that's legit.
Trust me, that is a huge deal. It may sound ridiculous, but it's a huge deal.
I know it's a huge deal. Mario's been doing it since fucking '85.
Yeah,
Evan, there's voice acting in the new Zelda game.
But like everyone's done everything before.
Wait, Paul, are they gonna say words? Paul,
Evan,
are they gonna? They're gonna actually say words, or are they just gonna be like, rah, rah, rah?
No, Evan.
Like
no
sim talk.
No more of this. No more of that. Like,
stop it.
But you know, Paul
gets the voice actor.
To be fair, there was some actual voice acting in Hyrule Warriors.
That's
That
not
game
a
doesn't
canon Zelda
count.
game. Yeah, that's like there was
that's not
voice
meant-
acting
yeah.
maybe in the
But it was
CDI game.
but it was a break from traditional Zelda.
So
I feel like
No,
that game
also-
isn't even a Zelda game; it's just a skin for a pre-existing
Yeah,
game
that's like
engine.
something else. But also in the public's defense, we're like as a public community on the internet, we're always most excited about like kind of basic stuff. Like I know
Yeah.
last year everyone's like, "Oh, the 30 was it how many games on the Rare Replay?"
No,
games
30.
thing?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was 30.
30,
Everyone
yeah.
was so
30 to
excited for
30
that.
years.
And that
It
like
also costs
actually
$30.
doesn't matter. Yeah, and like that actually like when you think about, what we want to move forward as a gaming community, that's very like not anything. And like, if you think of Zelda like small scale, like it's not like that,
Right.
how much of an impact will it have on the whole history of games? It's like going to be a good game, I think.
Right.
But like people get excited about stuff because like they have, intensive attachments to it. I think Zelda is definitely like, if not the most popular franchise ever, it's up there. Yeah.
Let me say again that I am excited for it, and I am going to play it, and I'm going to get it, and all that stuff. I
You
just
don't
don't
sound
understand.
excited.
Well, I mean, like Dragon's Dogma was one of my favorite games from the PS3 era, and this new Zelda game looks just like Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah,
So-
I'm just giving you a hard time. But yeah, I also think that, it's kind of funny that, like, it's just weird how, like, gamers work with that. And I fall into the same thing where it's like, if anything, so things exist as they are, and then if you take something from something else and add it to it, it's like, oh, now it's exciting, even though, like, it's not like a new thing, right? Like, open world gaming, that's not new.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's in a new context, so that's what's exciting.
Yeah.
It's
Take
the
a
context.
Look at Darksiders, for example. Like that, they straight up said it's Zelda dungeon crawling with God of War combat, and people are
Yeah,
like,
and we always
you
describe
can't-
games as other games.
yeah, and there's like, wait, you can't just like put two things together and it's good. It's like, yeah, but we did, and it's good, and there's
And
a
you
whole
love
new
it.
IP thing about it. Like it's a totally fresh story. And some people don't like it, but I think that game is fucking awesome. Like Darksiders is great.
I
And
like
yeah,
the fir-
it
I like
played
the first-
exactly like Zelda and God of War. I was like, you know what? It's cool though.
I did like the first Darksiders.
Yeah, Darksiders 2 got later.
Yeah.
Back to Sony.
Their exclusives are on fire.
Evan, you
Yeah.
can jump into
Yes.
the Zelda game. You just keep that in mind. But let's. You wanted to talk about Resident Evil 7.
Oh, I'm
So
so
did I.
pumped for Resident Evil 7. Speaking of doing new things to a tired game and
Yeah,
being excited
same.
about it.
I like that they took criticism to like the extreme. Like,
Yeah.
you want a scary game? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing scarier. Than
Yeah,
this.
the whole
And,
thing is like Survivor one back to how it used to be.
Yeah.
If they do this game well, it will be the game that I've been waiting for like my whole life.
Here's the thing. I was watching somebody.
Thanks, Peter.
I played the demo, right?
Yeah, me too.
It was not VR. I just played it. I played it twice because there are some secrets that you can find in the game.
Ooh,
nice.
I played it, right, and then I had to go back to the garage to get my laundry. I was scared to turn the lights on.
Okay, I was like in real life or in the game?
No, in real life.
Okay.
Like, I had to go get my laundry, and I was afraid to like open my door.
Aw.
So that happens to me when I'm not actually in VR yet. I'm just playing a demo.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to do VR in it because I
Oh,
can't even
that'd be
play the normal games without like
glorious.
You
crying.
know they're
Glorious.
tailoring that entire game to be a VR game. Like,
Oh, I'm sure.
you have
But I
to
think-
play it.
I think
no,
it'll
like, you don't
still
need to
work.
play it. You don't it to be but like you gotta play.
I think it'll still work well outside because ever
Yeah,
since
for
I
sure.
played PT, I
that was
have
scary as hell.
wanted something like that. And then Allison Road was supposed to come out, and it just got canceled.
Oh.
And so like this is like my last hope.
This will get it, I think. Because
I hope so.
Resident Evil is a series that's such a renowned series, yet people know the last two were like shit. So
I was so happy when the 7 popped up and then
Yeah.
Resident Evil popped up because that's what I was waiting for. That's what I wanted. Out of one, if I could pick one game, that was the one game that I was hoping
Now, Paul,
was going to be at the show.
are you excited for its setup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love everything about it. I mean, it's new. It's
Yeah.
what else could they have done? Go back to the first game? They can't do that now.
They already did.
They're thinking way outside the box. No, the first one was not like this. The
no,
first
I know.
one
I'm
was-
saying they already went back and remade the first one, so it's like, well.
Oh, right. Yeah, like, they're going
That's
outside the
something.
box
Yeah,
completely.
absolutely.
This is not Resident Evil as we know it. This is like a new experience. Like,
This is new
and
Resident
me
Evil.
playing it non-VR scared me to the point where I was like, I had to take a moment to turn the lights on just to get my laundry. It's like 5 feet away. This is gonna be like, if you want to be scared, there's never been anything like this, ever.
Yay!
It's
I don't know if I can play it. I'm gonna buy it.
right?
I think.
I want to try it out.
I got scared playing Gone Home. Like, that's how whack I am. It's not a scary game. It's just dark, like in the house, and you can turn the lights on. Like, that's how whack I am. I don't know if I can do Resident Evil. I'm gonna try.
Will certainly be. This would be a game that would make me buy a VR.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the fact that if anybody's gonna sell VR to the world, it's gonna be Resident Evil and Capcom.
Yeah.
Or if Star Wars figures it out and makes a new Rogue Squadron in VR.
Yes.
That would be pretty fucking awesome.
But I am concerned, though, and I wrote this article when I was in Puerto Rico, so I had only seen bits and pieces of the VR press conference.
Dude, you are a literal robot. I wrote a feature on my honeymoon.
Let's move past that and just
Like, woke up at 3 in the morning to like
Just
she was
like,
asleep.
damn. I just gotta get one in, honey. I just gotta get one in.
All right, well, all right. Look,
So many jokes, but okay.
we stayed at a condo that my wife's stepdad owns, so it wasn't like an all resort, and so like we're like right on the beach, so I could take the laptop out and do stuff. But anyway, just like chilling, right? On the beach.
Just live your life, yeah.
Yeah,
Go
man.
Can that just be my life all the time?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I did get sun poisoning on the 4th day. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
What does that mean?
It means skin is boiling, pretty much.
Well, it's like, it was mild. It was mild, so I was just held to like severe nausea.
Is that common? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that happens.
It can happen.
It's worse than sunburn.
Sun poisoning. Yeah, it's like you get sunburn in like 15 minutes.
Jenny,
the sun is poisonous.
No, that's how you know how white you are. Like, have you ever had sun poisoning?
I always like, because I don't have that many opportunities to make other people uncomfortable with the race. So I'm like, what happens to you guys? Wow, that's different.
Oh yeah, no, I'm reporting a really bad
That's
sunburn
rough.
right now. I put on SPF 100 and I'm burned.
I don't put on sunscreen ever.
That's not even.
What
so
I
jealous.
get red like a lobster, but I don't
It's
do it.
very nice.
Me too. I get red as a lobster.
It's great. I look amazing the whole summer.
Yeah, you have like beautiful, like bronze skin.
But anyway, so my question was, these VR games, those 50 VR games that they said are planned.
Yeah.
Those include garbage.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I like how cynical we are.
Those include garbage like the Star Wars X-Wing mission, like one mission, and like the Final Fantasy 15 VR experience. Like,
fight this monster guy. Look at
how
this
many?
girl's
Yeah,
giant
like
boobs in your
that's
face.
gonna last me 20 minutes. And I'm gonna be done.
Yeah,
how
but
many
it's
of those 50 release games are just that garbage?
It's
Most
a
of
new
them.
thing.
I don't care.
It's a new thing, but
dude, all you're gonna need to be like 5 or 6 really good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
no,
here's the thing,
you're
it's
absolutely right. But 5 or 6 good ones did not save the Vita.
plus 5 or 6 for $400. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
for 5
and
or
that
6
was
games.
and the Vita was only
Yeah, but this is
$250.
by the end of the year. I mean, and this thing is new. To have like 5 or 6 good games out
But
in
here's-
the span of like what?
I
3,
think
4
if
months?
they open it up to the indie to like have indie developers give games to them, because they've already had one. They have Drool has given a game called Thumper, which I actually got to play at GDC. And like if you open the floor to them, I think the PlayStation VR will do a lot better because it won't just be crap games that they're churning out for
It's gonna
PSVR.
be crafted experiments.
Yeah.
I think you guys
And that's
are
really
right.
cool.
And Sony has a pretty solid track record with indie developers.
That's why Flowers.
My
is my favorite
biggest
game would be.
my biggest question is, will they be able to run at the required? Like I know they're all experiments, and they'll probably be pretty awesome. But Sony has a pretty strict, like they have to run at 90 frames, or they won't even look at them.
It's I know it's not going to be the nicest looking
Get
VR
good.
games.
It doesn't-
I know Scorpio's going to be better. Right?
They don't
I know
have to
the
look
Oculus
nice.
Is better.
They just have to run at 90 frames to be on the PlayStation VR.
So
No, I mean it's on
to
the
developers, I
low
say,
end.
get good.
I think the real issue is like, what is driving me to buy VR? Like for me, because I'm thinking about VR a lot because that's what's going on. But like, other than curiosity, is there anything driving me to get VR? And the answer is for me is no. Like,
I feel like
$400 for
You're not into
curiosity.
Resident Evil
I feel like
7,
if you
so-
try it
Resident Evil 7 is
That's
is
the issue,
honestly,
right? But I haven't like.
No,
Sorry,
this
I
is
think
the thing,
they need
though.
to have people be able to try it out because I have
I
not tried
know.
it yet. So why should
But
I buy it?
I don't know. I don't have to try it. I bought a Wii U for one game.
No, the thing is,
And-
like, I heard GameStop's like they're giving GameStops and all those like places like
Yeah.
PlayStation VRs to like so people can try them. That's
That's what I'm looking for because I actually
Yeah.
do want to like. I would like to maybe. I mean, it's $400. That's a lot. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do it.
Well, here's the thing: it's 400, but the Oculus is going to be more. The
Oculus is
Scorpio.
600, and
But now you're comparing it to other things I also won't buy.
Exactly.
You know what I
Like-
mean?
No,
Like,
they're making it the most affordable.
Yeah, these
VR
are
is
the-
not.
Well, but
oh yeah, like I'm not
VR is
upset
not
at
cheap.
Sony's. I'm not upset. I don't think Sony's price is unreasonable at all. As a consumer, though, it's like,
It's exhausting.
am I
in
gonna
wallet.
buy that?
Yeah.
Like, it's not that it's unfair. I don't think they're
Right,
like
right.
it should be cheaper at all.
Here's what
400 is already really cheap.
I think what Sony's doing right now is that they're putting the best price for VR, and they're working with the
Mhm.
most developers, and they're kind of just setting it up for the end of this year. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen this year.
Resident
Also,
Evil
don't
really helps
forget-
it, I think.
Don't forget that Sony, being the media giant they are, I mean, they did this with the PS3 and Blu-ray. Blu-ray
Right,
players,
PS2
like
and
standalone Blu-ray players, came out at like a base price of like $800, and
Yeah.
up. And yet you could buy a PS3 at when that thing came out. That was $600, but like you could buy a PS3 for $200 cheaper, have a Blu-ray player and a games player. Like it was $200 cheaper all at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
but
know
600
that-
was still too much for the console, which is why it went down.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? I don't know.
totally.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
you know,
Totally.
like, I don't know. We'll see where it
But
happens.
they never. But like, all I'm saying is that the Blu-ray player price plummeted in like a year, 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as that hardware hit the mainstream, it was like boom,
yeah.
content got cheaper to make. Boom, cheaper prices.
I think I'm just wondering, will VR have enough momentum to actually become something? Because I get that it's growing, but like, is anyone going to be? Are there going to be enough people watering that plan for it to actually grow?
Janet,
See,
I
I
not
think
think
sure.
VR could make its own market entirely. VR,
I think-
like, specific experience could be. Really
if you roll through Steam and see the massive amount of VR games that are already available, I think at least the Vive and the Oculus Rift are going to be successful based purely on the mass number of games that are available already. But the PSVR can be a success if they continue to support it.
Yeah, it's expendable.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna get a PS4 Neo because I want the 4K Blu-ray DVD player or DVD player, the 4K Blu-ray player, because I have a 4K TV and DVD player or Blu-ray players don't play 4K Blu-rays unless you have a 4K, and those are like $400 or $500. So I'm just gonna do what Peter just said about the PS3. I'm gonna get the 4K Neo, and then I'll get my VR whenever I get the VR. Hopefully by January, so I can play Resident Evil.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, I have all the other stuff, so that's I'm like the one person in America who's gonna get the PS4 Neo.
Yeah, right. It's
You're like
who's
always the one
who has a
person for
4K
everything.
TV?
But I got my 4K TV for less than I paid for my original LED TV.
Yeah, no, I'm
man.
thinking of getting a
If you
4K
can-
because like
yeah.
we're moving that way.
Yeah, I
and
got
it's not
my-
that expensive.
I'll
50
upgrade one day, but
I got a
love
50
my TV.
Yeah, I got a 55-inch Sony 4K for $850.
Yeah,
That's
like
not-
see,
wow,
that's like
okay.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like I can't warrant spending more than $500 on television. I just can't do it.
What?
Dude, that's
Oh,
so.
but-
Oh man, like because $500 gets you such a nice TV.
I think the last TV
But-
I bought it for 3 tacos. Like I gave my boyfriend 3 tacos, and he gave me this like giant TV, and I was like, ah, yeah.
I have
What?
a really
That's a sweet
bad.
deal on both ends.
That is a sweet deal on both ends.
I'd
I have a
have
re-
charged at least 4.
4 tacos?
Yeah.
Well, you asked for 4, but then you take the 3. You know.
No, you asked for 6. All right, we're gonna start high here.
Are we like
Give yourself
negotiating?
some wiggle room here.
Okay. So are we going back to Sony, or should we go
Yeah,
to
right.
Nintendo? Okay.
Or should we go to Taco Bell?
Oh.
I
I'm down
don't
for
want to go
Taco
there
Bell.
again.
You know what I think is actually kind of cool about the Sonic press conferences is the games that a lot of people I think took away from Janet, I don't know about you, Detroit,
Mhm.
Human. Like,
Yeah,
they
for
were
sure.
games you didn't know you wanted. And then boom,
Yeah.
they showed it to you, you're like, well, fuck me, and this looks like I need a PS4. Like, holy
Yep.
shit.
Yeah, and that's how I
Like,
felt, and that
yeah.
was great. You know?
Like PS4
Yeah.
Spider-Man. As soon as I saw that, I was like,
Yep.
you bastards. You
Yeah.
bastards. You just got me
Can-
right in the heart.
Yeah. Like everything that happened, like I want all of them.
That's why I just went broke buying all the
Sorry.
systems when they first came out.
I was reading chat.
Lucky you.
Can we talk
Also-
about how Hideo Kojima came out on Magic Stairs and then
Okay,
was
let's
like,
talk about that now. I think that'd be
Magic
the last thing we
Stairs,
talk about.
naked men, like
Naked Norman Reedus.
oil, babies.
By the-
So,
Super excited that he's still working with Norman Reedus.
Yeah, seriously.
Janet, do you want to just mention what happened with
Yes,
Kojima?
I will as I load the article that someone wrote. Did I write it? Okay, no, Peter wrote it. Now I feel less bad. Yeah, so it was just, Hideo Kojima came out and everyone was like, it's about to go down, because we weren't sure if he was going to do anything,
Mm-hmm.
And like, Hideo Kojima is a big effing deal if you're not familiar. So kind of anything he does, we're just going to go for it. And everyone knows that. And that's totally fine. So the game's called Death Stranding. And we just saw the cinematic trailer, and it had Norman Reedus in it. And the trailer, there's been like a million things floating on the internet for it. But definitely check it out if you haven't already. But it's like pretty cryptic and dark, and like Norman Reedus is on this beach and he's naked, but we don't see his penis ever, but that's fine, whatever. And then he's like there, and he has like this scar in his stomach, and you're like, did he give birth to this baby? He's holding like this child thing, but it was like just born, and there's like oil everywhere, and everything seems dark, and you're like, what's happening? Where are we? And then you just like look up, and there's like the water. And then they're like, it's a game by Hideo Kojima. And I'm like, I know that part already. And then Death Stranding comes up. And then you're like, I'm going to buy that, because it does not matter what you do. I will follow you into the sun. And that's what happened.
Hideo Kojima game. I don't know what it is. Nobody knows anything about it. It doesn't make any sense. But it's like, it was a religious experience watching that for the first time.
Yeah, right, for sure.
It would
the
be
magic
lovely.
stairs is what got me.
So here's my theory, right? I think we know it's not PT. PT was Silent Hill. Silent Hills was Konami.
Yeah, but
so here's the thing.
Okay.
So Kojima was working on PT.
Yeah.
So PT, it had Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
It had a baby in the story. It had to do with a baby. So so he got fired from Konami. Whatever, all that happened. So
let me just note, it also had Guillermo del Toro attached, which is huge.
which was not on Death Stranding. If his name was on there, then that would have.
I really hope
that would have cemented my theory. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so imagine you're working on something and they cancel that whole thing. You already have a guy you want to work with. You have a theme. You have a story. What's not to say that, okay, now I'm working for Sony. I'm going to take the same concept. I'm just going to change the title. It's going to be maybe a little bit different, but it's still going to be the same thing that I was thinking about doing.
Yep.
So it's going to be, in a way, a spiritual successor to what PT was
Oh,
going
yeah,
to be.
for sure.
I'm
I
pretty
was
sure that it is.
I was just about to say it would be lovely if it was like essentially what they were planning to do in the first place. Because
Like Eric thinks it's not. I told him he thinks it's not, but I told him no. This is PT. He's not calling it PT. He can't because that's Silent Hills. But it's the vision that he had, just with a new name on a different company, and that's it. What if Guillermo del Toro just kind of pops up next week and like, oh yeah, he's also working on this. Then you know.
I think they're gonna leave Guillermo del Toro's name out of it until the very end because he believes that he curses every video game that he works on.
No, what they're gonna do is next E3, then Guillermo del Toro is gonna pop up on stage, and it's gonna be him, like with people freaking out.
I don't know. Maybe
that's what I think.
Maybe.
But Paul, I would agree.
I could see them dropping him, and Guillermo del Toro could have just been like, "Nah, I moved on to a movie."
Right.
Yeah,
right. I mean, most of that is probably already envisioned in Kojima's head, but I would agree with Eric normally, except for the fact that it's Hideo Kojima, and he is extremely arrogant, and he would be the type of person who would bring that and put it as something else.
I could see him just taking the concept and making it sci-fi instead of horror. Just being like, all right, let's just take this game story, this concept, this gameplay mechanics, all this shit, and be like, you know what? Well, it's basically the exact same thing, but not Silent Hill.
Yeah.
So, fuck you and your intellectual property. Boom. Sold millions of units.
And he'll roll, drop mic, and walk away from Konami.
I love that picture that Norman Reedus Instagrammed of the Photoshop Konami tears on his cup as he drank.
Yeah, Kojima, like, instead of him holding the baby, he's holding a PS4.
Yeah.
Or holding Kojima. There's one of him holding himself. Like, he's holding a little Norman Reedus.
That's horrific.
Oh,
What they should have had was Hideo Kojima come out and be like, we're going to remake the Crash Bandicoot series.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's kind of a
Our
hat on a
studio.
hat, but... But
I
yeah,
could
Hideo
only
Kojima,
imagine
Magic
a
Stairs.
Kojima Crash Bandicoot.
Alright, does anyone want to talk about anything else at E3 before we wrap it up?
Are you saying in general or just Microsoft?
In general,
I mean,
anything else that we
PlayStation.
might have missed.
I mean, they scheduled it at a really poor date.
Why is
They
that?
could have pushed it back a week, and then I would have been back home.
Off my honeymoon.
Yeah. I mean, don't they know that people get married?
Yeah, right?
God damn it.
Seriously. Just,
Right.
I don't know. I'm excited for Watch Dogs 2, but I never played 1, and everyone said 1 was a disappointment, so I'm not sure what to do.
Watch Dogs
Everyone
2
got
looks
super
actually
hyped
pretty
with
cool.
Watch Dogs 1, and it was okay.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, well, fuck you. You said it's going to be awesome. And then Watch Dogs 2 came out, and we're like, we listened to your problems.
Yeah.
It looks
One
like it's gonna be really
wasn't-
good. I want to get it.
Yeah.
One wasn't bad. It was just super overhyped.
It was
Yeah.
average. It wasn't bad. It was just average.
Yeah.
It was just your average.
That's
open
what I
world game.
heard, yeah.
And
But they
everyone
kind
was
of tried
expecting it to be this like next gen open world game. It's like no, it's just you hack stuff with X.
South Park was surprisingly attractive to me, even though I don't like the
Fractured
show and I've
butthole.
never played the game.
Oh my god, how do you not like South Park? And that title, it's just. If
It's
I
so
was in the
good.
crowd when they announced that game, the camera would have been on me like faster than I'll ever.
Is that the fractured butthole?
Yeah,
Yes.
I died
Butthole,
laughing
yeah.
when I heard that name.
It's really funny.
It's
really
so
good. You gotta watch the trailer if you haven't.
Yeah.
I-
it looks
I-
so good.
I couldn't play the Stick of Truth.
I played a
You
little
couldn't?
bit of it.
Yeah,
Is that 'cause
I
it was
did as
bad,
well,
or, like-
but
No.
it's not bad. No, people really like it, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I
Did
just
you not
couldn't
like
get
it,
into
or-
it.
I wasn't
okay,
a big
just
fan of
wasn't-
it. I play too many games that, like, other games sometimes just don't do it for me.
Yeah,
So you have like
I
a
know.
hire taste, is what you're saying.
This is
Yeah,
more an excuse
I'm
for
like-
people to play. A
I'm
South
like the
Park game
hipster
that
of video
is-
games.
A more refined palette.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Star Trek VR
was-
looked awful.
Oh, come on! I'm the proprietor of this game. Like, yeah, it's gonna.
That looks
suck,
interesting.
But, like, it looks kind of fun.
I thought it looked
They could-
terrible. It looked like PlayStation 2 level graphics. I thought it was
Yeah,
awful
they
looking.
need to,
Yeah.
they need to like give a
I think
shot
if you have
at
enough friends
steroids
who are
to
into
one,
that.
but- yeah, exactly. That's gonna be a
Should be
team-based
fun.
Game.
Yeah, I thought it was an unfortunate pitch for VR. But there's other really good pitches for VR
There-
this conference, but that was not one of
I thought
them.
was
Yeah.
good. Eagle Flight looked like
I'm sure
shit.
there's quite a bit of people who have been wanting to do that forever, like Peter, maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't say forever. I just like the idea of fucking up everything for a team. Like, you ever played Destiny?
Yeah.
You know those raids, and you just kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck up this run.
You're that asshole that just wants
Oh,
to screw everyone's
so you're
game
one of
over?
those.
Oh yeah, I'll be the guy that like going for the sword and just like I got it, and just jump off the edge with it.
Ugh.
Like oh, done.
Are you allowed to murder your own teammates in that?
Oh, all the time. It's so fun.
You know who I'm not playing with?
Yeah, seriously, Peter,
Oh,
you were
I mean-
exiled.
Well, see, the thing is,
Bah.
I only do it like once or twice
Nah.
per raid.
Never again.
It's basically when I get bored. Happens at least once. ADHD. But whatever.
Don't play that on your ADHD. Fuck you.
I'm actually kind of excited for the new Call of Duty, which is the first time I've said that since.
You know, honestly,
There's more
Exactly the kind of game
shooting.
why I hate these games.
I'm angry at myself for saying it. Like, don't get me wrong. I was so sour and salty over Modern
That's what
Modern
all of
Warfare
you
2.
say.
no, but
No,
but
I know
but
plenty of people that's
I
all they
watched-
play, and I'm like, fuck
I
you.
watched that trailer, that E3 on Sony's. First of all, I thought it was part of the VR show, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Wow, this
Right,
game looks
yeah.
It was a trailer.
phenomenal for VR." And I got like super, super excited, and then it was like Call of Duty, and I felt like I just got
Just
punched
so
in the
sad.
face.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, did I really just
like-
get excited for this?
Well, it's like you got
Okay,
it's like you got
take-
catfished, but with a
Take
game
that,
instead of a
take
person.
that VR, take that VR experience with the flying, with the spaceship thing, the spaceship.
Yeah.
combat. That's what everyone got pumped for. Because it was like
Yeah.
that's all the first thing you see. It's like they didn't mention the blend from the VR games like talk, and then they just went into Call of Duty. So
Right, it was like
thought it
Activision's
was-
way of like trying to make amends for their poor YouTube trailer.
Evan, they knew that if they showed the Call of Duty first, then you would not
Well,
have cared.
Yeah,
right. exactly.
No,
They did it.
that's exactly
Kinda
right.
tricked you into liking it.
And they did trick me into liking it, but then
Yeah.
as soon as I figured out that they tricked me into liking it, I was like, well, fuck you guys double.
Pride.
You got
Pride.
Screw you guys.
Why are you so
catfished.
oppositional?
Right?
Yeah.
Me?
Either way,
Yeah.
I thought
Have
the
you played
shooting-
Call of
I just-
Duty,
the
Janet?
shooting-
No,
the shooting
because
looks way smoother.
I'm not going to say the words that
Alright.
come to mind when I think of Call of Duty. I hate Call of Duty.
Alright,
I have never played it. I know
hate-
it's ridiculous, but I don't care.
I hate
That's
Call
how
of
it
Duty.
works.
Bro.
Janet, I hate Call of Duty also. The only one that I ever really liked was Black Ops 2.
Me too.
Ew.
Like the story mode in Black Ops 2 was actually like thought
Did
out.
you play,
Like they
did
actually
you play Call of Duty 2?
Call of Duty 2 or Modern
Yeah,
Warfare 2.
Call of Duty 2.
Too.
They're all
No.
Call
I
of
didn't
Duty.
play Call of Duty 2.
Okay, boom. Cardinal Sin, great game.
Cardinal Sin.
Blah.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
I
no,
like it's like
Call of Duty 2 is awesome.
but
That was a
anything that
great
Activision
Xbox
puts
360
out
launch
is
title.
like stained.
Yeah, I'll admit that's why the first thing I said was I'm kind of weird at saying this. Like I'm actually saying Call of Duty again. Like Call of Duty 2 was good. They had Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. That was like an interesting narrative game.
I guess speaking of like franchises that you like are kind of done with, Mario Party Star Rush looks like it's also gonna suck, and I'm really
what
upset
else is
about
new?
it.
though? What, they can't. It just do Mario Party 2 again. But like
Yeah, Mario
don't-
Party it's just dead. Like everything I
Yeah.
only liked with the first couple ones, and then they just
Yeah,
go up
Mario
to like
Party 2
4
is
or 5, I
perfect.
think actually.
They're
But
on
now it's
8
just
or
gotten
9.
weird. and
Yeah,
I'm just done.
we had a huge conversation about this when we were walking to McDonald's, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
About how it's gone downhill.
So
Yeah.
bad.
I never played
I think
Mario
8
Party.
was one that I played where like everyone just goes in a straight line.
There's no fun in that.
Yeah, I was like, what, there's no game board? Are you fucking high?
Yeah, I think
Where's
that's what
the game
I
board?
liked. Who's buying Pokemon Go Plus for the little bracelet thing?
There's a bracelet thing?
Yeah, I want the bracelet thing. It looks ugly, but I don't even care.
Yeah,
They
That
gotta
is, like,
fix-
pretty
They gotta
cool.
fix that game bad.
Yeah.
already
Really?
pre-ordered.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just.
Are you
it's-
allowed to talk about it, or is it like secret?
It's over, so fuck it.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it's over on the 30th.
Oh, I got an email today before.
Yeah, mine did too.
podcast.
Did you read it though? It said the 30th, and then you don't get to do it
Oh,
anymore.
I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Peter.
I was kind
I
of
just-
done with it after like a
yeah,
couple
exactly.
times.
I was like, oh,
It's like,
What
yeah.
was that?
I took
Done
a
with-
picture of Meowth, and it was like, don't send this to anybody. And I was like, gee, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like
Then
it
why
was
did you
fun
put
at
the
first,
camera
but like
function in the app.
yeah, it was fun at first, but it killed my battery, and it was just like and plus like I'm pretty sure I almost walked into traffic like 3 times trying to like catch a goddamn Pokemon. Like I would
Also,
stop in the middle of like of a
data.
crosswalk, and I was like, wait, I can't do this because it would appear.
Also, I have no idea what it does to your data. So that Janet, you mentioned that on the chat. And I was like, oh, yep, that's a great point. I'm gonna stop using this walking around.
Yeah, don't be me.
So are you guys gonna play it when it comes out like officially, or are you just kind of over it?
I don't know. I might get it and kind of like try to get back into it because I like the idea of it. I like it, but I don't know. I
It's
just
like
kind of
Fallout
grew really.
Shelter to me. It's
Yeah.
just, I'll play it if I think about
okay.
it, and I only ever think about my phone games when I'm sitting on the train.
Yeah, that's another thing. You can play it on the bus though. I played it on the bus, and an ABBA showed up on some lady's knee. That was pretty
Nice, nice. Like, lady,
just
don't move.
teleported.
Don't freak out. But there's an Abra on your knee right now.
cool. Pretty much. I was like, "Shh, lady, don't move."
What did you?
What
just say
about
to me?
those of us who don't have trains or buses?
Then
In your
like,
car?
Where are you?
If you're
I'm
like
in Ohio. We have like
Like
Trains in
tractors.
Ohio?
No, we have a rapid station.
You see, this
A
is why we make
rabbit?
fun of you.
Yeah, I mean,
We
Well,
have
we
like
make fun
a
of everyone
kind of
because we're
train,
hateful.
but it's cool.
I don't know. All of Ohio should just be paved over into a parking lot for Cedar Point.
Honestly, oh my gosh, yeah, I love
Thank you,
Cedar
Paul.
Point. Yeah, this is for a different chat, but oh my god, yes.
Yeah, I grew up in Michigan, and we would take like We take road trips down there. Like my senior skip day, we went down there instead of school.
I went there for the first time, and I'm like, wow, this is like what this is supposed to be.
It's amazing. Yeah, I went to the one out here in California where they actually had the Mass Effect ride. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, California's Great America. It's okay. I had my expectation, or it's because I was spoiled by Cedar Point.
We're also the swing state. Just throwing it out there. So
Yeah, it's like the nerdiest reason to be valuable.
Hey man, we were like the only state in the Republican race that didn't vote for Trump. So
that's pretty awesome.
You're not gonna get brownie points for me for not voting for Trump. That's like the minimum.
That's true.
just
Sorry.
throwing it out there that like every other state except for us.
So you're fickle, much like LeBron, but that's a different conversation for a different time.
Hey man, you can say what you want to say about LeBron. He brought us a championship.
This conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No more E3 from anyone else?
I'll say real quick that after playing
Yeah.
it, I'm a little disappointed with Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh yeah, you were just mad because you had to play the guy with the ponytail.
Okay, no, that's not the only reason.
That's the reason you were pissed.
It definitely set me off at first. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know, the shooting felt shallow. It was like I was firing a light gun, not a real gun. You know what I mean? When you just like press a button and bullets come out, like that's just how it felt. There was no like oomph to any of the weapons. You just threw a drone up, marked everyone, shot them once, boom, clear. Oh, new place, clear. Oh, new place, clear. Like,
Also, though, you just dominated the whole thing. Like everyone else is like running around like idiots, and you're just like,
why do gamers suck at games? Like, just play the fucking demo, dude. You're here to do a mission.
I don't
just
know why I
go.
suck at games. It's me.
I know.
But like this is a game style where like the whole point of the game is to play as a team and to play as a unit and to be Ghost Recon. That's the whole point of the fucking game. Like one guy
We're
can
trying
be,
our best.
One dude
because
just fucking around
Peter-
with some llamas and shit. And I'm like, dog, I'm interrogating a fool over here. I got like 3 guys.
I mean, maybe he wanted to look at the things that are around. I don't know.
The things when we're in the helicopter and the guy's just rambling on about the open world. It's like, yeah, I get it, guys. It's an open world. Cool. Shut up.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude just kept
See, I'm not going to play
talking.
with you now because you're just rude.
Well, the game was lacking. And I have played every Ghost Recon on console that's come out, so like I was really looking forward to this one. It's been a while, and it just looks like a Division copy, which is just awful because the Division already doesn't have a soul. Like, damn, just damn.
Yeah, the Division was almost as much of a disappointment to me as Homefront.
Oh my god, that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh god, you gave that game a 20 something.
26%, yeah. And that was generous. That was generous.
If
Probably
your
one of the
game
lowest
doesn't,
scores we've
if your
given.
game doesn't play, like I'll give any game at least like a 60 if it like
Right.
if the frame rate holds up.
Yeah, you literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
You like walk into a gunfight and the whole game stops, and then you wake up dead.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking at you now.
Right.
Think about what you're gonna do next, because you never know where we're gonna be.
Right. I mean, at least they gave me ample time to strategize.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
This is not E3 anymore.
Yeah, it was rarely E3.
It was, yeah.
It was very often E3. Well,
We got a lot of feelings out though. It's
true.
Because
well,
progressive.
E3 is
That's because we all had a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. It's wearing out.
Fair enough. Well, this is fun.
Should we do question of the week? I forgot to have somebody pull that up.
I don't know, but I really have
We
to
had a
use the
question
bathroom.
of the week.
The last one we did was the favorite female
Yep,
protagonist.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I don't have the questions pulled up.
How about since it's E3, we do what was your favorite game of E3?
Yeah, I was thinking
And you can
that.
only name one.
Just one. What is your favorite game of E3?
Fuck, dude.
And
I
no
never
repeats.
thought I would say this, but
No, you can have
Resident
it.
Evil.
Get out of it.
Ah,
If it's your favorite game, it's your favorite game.
that's true.
Anybody got one?
Yeah, Resident
Or
Evil. Of
Resident-
E3?
Okay. Yeah.
Resident Evil, hands down, and I never thought I would give Capcom.
That was going to be
That
mine.
glory.
Yeah.
That was going to be mine until I saw Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo!
No, I have the sound effect. It doesn't work like that. I'd give myself one of these. Laura, what was yours?
Mine, it's got to be Horizon. I was so pumped for that for like when I first saw it when it was announced last year. Yeah, and I'm super excited to play another redheaded badass female lead.
It does look awesome.
Janet.
It's got to be Recore, just because I bought my Xbox One specifically for Recore when I heard about it last year. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to break my own rule. So I'll go with Recore.
Peter.
I'm going to say Event Horizon, or Horizon Zero Dawn as well. I keep saying Event Horizon for that game, but that's a terrifying film instead. I didn't get a chance to play when I was there, but it looks... I want to keep saying...
It was dope.
Days Gone, but just the longer I think about it, the more Horizon just sits well with me. Like, that game was fantastic.
Yeah.
So what was it? It's Resident Evil, Zelda, Horizon... Recore, Horizon.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. God of War 4 was really good, too.
Yeah.
It was.
But Kratos is a jerk.
What do you think? So? Play a God of War game.
Don't you teach, like, what subject do you teach again? You teach English, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to have likable protagonists. Come on.
I know, but...
Also,
it's like 101.
He's the reason why all the gods go crazy in the first place. It makes me really angry that he...
No, Kratos
he blames them for what he did to them.
Yeah, and...
I mean, have you lost your family? I feel like we're judging and we don't really have, like the full experience.
But he lost his family. Kind of his own fault.
No, the gods made him kill his family.
Yeah,
did they make him kill his family, Paul?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Ares, the god of war, hence the name of the
game.
game.
But what did when did Kratos open Pandora's box?
And at the end of God of War 1.
Okay.
To be able to grow big and
so
kill Ares.
God of War 1 I was okay with. But every single God of War after that was purely...
And then in God of War 2, then the gods turned on him.
The gods turned on him because he opened the box.
No.
Yes, they specifically clear that up in 3.
No.
Yes.
He opened the box in 1 before he became the God of War. Then he became the God of War, and then Zeus was a jerk, and then tried to kill him.
No, but they say it's all because he opened up that box. It turned them all crazy. All of the gods went mad because he opened up the box at the end of the first game.
But all the gods are also jerks. Not only
they are also jerks.
Well, you know what?
So do you hate Greek mythology because they're all jerks?
If I was...
I mean, Bacchus is pretty cool, or Dionysus.
I drove you crazy by opening this box, but it's something that I personally had to do. So,
I cannot let you win this argument, Aaron. I have to...
Yeah. The fact of the matter is now you're crazy, so y'all gotta die.
Right.
So that game was good. All right, what's everybody working on so we can wrap it up and go to sleep? Because I think Peter was the one who said he had to go to sleep soon.
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta be up.
Me too. I have to move a bed at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
I don't have to do anything.
Me neither.
Me neither. Right?
Cool.
Hey, what are you working on, Evan?
I'm trying to get through Technomancer so I can write this review.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the Techno... Oh, yeah, right. Okay, don't say anything about it.
Yep.
Wait, when's the
embargo? It lifts on the 28th because it comes out on the 28th. So I'm going to try and get that review done for the 28th.
Woo. Sweet.
Yeah.
Janet.
That'll work.
I just finished Box Boy, so I'm excited about that, but I am still technically working on Alpha Sapphire because I game very slowly.
I think you started, you were playing that when I heard you were playing that at that time.
Yeah, I feel like when I met all of you, I was playing Alpha Sapphire, which is really sad, but I haven't played it in like a few weeks. I'm also mainly working on getting better at FIFA 16 for me and my brother's video game tournament.
Nice.
Yeah, I won 1 game so far, and then I lost 3-0 and 4-0 the last 2 games. And he just upped his practicing to world class from professional, so I just feel like I'm just so screwed. But that's basically what I'm working on. Also, just want to take a hot second to mention that on Twitter, I posted a photo of me with my shirt, my Big Culture shirt, next to all my gaming stuff, and someone followed me, and then directly messaged me on Twitter with the sentence, "PlayStation 4 is way better, LOL." And they're like, this is in response to the photo you posted, which had an Xbox One in the corner.
That's so funny.
And that's all I have to say.
Just like, welcome to being public on the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
It was just so random. Like, I never heard from this guy in my life, and he's like, the PlayStation 4 is better. Haha. I'm like, what?
It's like, haha,
So there we go.
anonymity. Fuck you. Alright, you're cool.
So that's what I'm working on.
Nice.
Laura.
I am actually going down to San Jose on Sunday to interview this band called Super Soul Brothers. Because I wasn't able to catch them at E3, but I told them about a bunch of venues in San Francisco that apparently they've never played at. So I'm going to talk to them. They're a video game band. They add jazz. They add a nice jazziness to and soul and all that to video game music, which is cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then I'm also finishing up a couple of stuff for like E3 because I wanted to do the guide for the little guys basically, since that's what we were. Yeah. And then also I've been playing a lot of Fallout now because all the mods are on it, and I'm fucking stoked. So fun. I love it so far. I've just added as many mods as I what blows though is they put a cap limit. Like, you have to, like, you can only have a certain number of mods because they only allow you a certain amount of space, and that kind of makes me mad because I'm like, I want all of them.
Well, you're gonna crash the Xbox.
I don't care. I would totally crash the Xbox for this. But, yes.
Cool.
And Peter.
I just wrapped up Super Mario 3D Land.
Nice.
So I'm gonna work on my review of that. And,
wow.
And then, which also, the game is fucking awesome. And, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play next, to be honest.
Sweet.
I've been playing Smash like a madman, so.
Oh, yeah, we gotta play again.
For sure.
I gotta step up on that, too. I'm so weak.
You'll get there. I'm gonna train you, Janet.
I'm, like, weak on everything. I'm, like, master of none.
No, you're not. You're not. You're good at... You're good at,
Don't say
at
that.
placement. You're good at placement. You just gotta watch out when those barrels come rolling at you.
Mm-hmm.
Not to fall off for no reason.
That was super funny. But me,
Sorry,
Jen and I
Janet.
played the other day, and she like threw a bomb, and the bomb missed me entirely. Hit another bomb. That bomb threw a barrel directly off the edge towards her, nails her. The barrel happens to be one that explodes, and just rocks her off the screen. I was like, oh shit.
And right before that, I had just gotten hit with another barrel, so I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's what happens when you have items on.
Yeah, but I only have like 12 items that are on.
But then we just keep getting the same 2 items.
Yeah, but like the fewer items you have, the less often you show up. Like if you have one item on, the item does not pop up all the time. Unless it's a common item, of course, but like whatever.
God, I gotta get Super Smash so I can play with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a Wii U?
No, I don't.
Do you have a 3DS?
I thought you guys played on 3DS.
Yeah, get on 3DS.
Yeah, I've got a 3DS.
Paul's like, God damn it.
That's fine.
Wants to play with his
Paul's always alone.
Everyone else has like an Xbox One and a DS, and he's like, "Can someone play on the PS4 and Wii U with me?"
I don't know. Evan got Overwatch on PS4 and we
Did he?
a lot. Yep. So you guys.
I know. I saw you guys
be on
having
our
your
team.
little
Nice.
PS4 romance.
Because 0 of my Xbox friends with Overwatch played with me. So.
Yeah, like some people on this
My coworkers yelled at me because I haven't played in a while. They were like, "Get back on."
Yeah.
You need to get it.
I still have my Xbox version.
Oh, okay, word. The kid I play Siege with finally got Overwatch. Now he's been like, "Hey, get Overwatch." Like,
Yeah, so you don't have it yet, Peter?
No, I just got a new job. Like I'm in paychecks kind of thing. I got
fucking
money
next
for that.
paycheck.
Asking, no judgment.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, get it on PS4, Laura. Get on our team. We have my friend is Mercy all the time. He's a really good healer.
Nice.
And
Shit, that takes away from what I do. God damn it.
oh, damn.
That's okay. I'm good with Tracer too.
There you go. And I am working on. Oh right, I have to do the Michael Jackson article tomorrow because it's his anniversary. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was difficult to listen to.
Yeah, I'm doing a game music of the week on his Moonwalker game on the Genesis.
Oh, that's great. Can't wait
It's
for
coming
that.
out tomorrow's Saturday, but it's coming out tomorrow 'cause on the date that he died. So I'm gonna be writing that tomorrow, and yeah.
Nice.
Clickbait.
No, it's not.
It'd be clickbait if it was like, you'll never guess what this article is. That was a very good clickbait, but it would be something like that.
Yeah.
Also, check theculture.com and go to N4G and check our latest Mass Effect article on there if you're like
my God.
racist. No, really sexist
yeah.
comments. There's some borderline racist comments on there too.
My favorite combination.
Racist and sexist.
Yeah,
Racist and
it really
sexist.
covers all the basis of how you can offend me. It's
Guys,
great.
It's,
What a combo.
It's the internet. There's a place where the betas can feel like alphas. What are you
Check
gonna
that
do?
Alright, guys, let's go to bed.
Word. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Bye.
See ya.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why?
This is me leaving E3.